Get us, and here they come. Clear off. Kilkerran Hustler grabs the top on the outside. Up on the inside, Willow Special racing forward. Head of the turn, they're neck and neck, and Kilkerran Hustler's off stride and on the run. But it's Willow Special. Then on the rail, CL's Pastime, but not T-Bear Pride. Clearing traffic problems, drives up second on the outside, and he is on the run. It is Willow Special. Then CL's Pastime racing second. Maple Grove Dorian has a third. T-Bear Pride racing fourth. Kilkerran Hustler is a fifth. Blue Meadow Fury and Confusion as they go by the opening quarter in 30 seconds. They're into the top turn, and Willow Special pacing on top. Then CL's Pastime racing second. Maple Grove Dorian racing third. Up on the outside, Kilkerran Hustler, T-Bear Pride, Esker Hillhurst, and the trailer Blue Meadow Fury, and Kilkerran Hustlers on the run. They come to the half. Pacing on top, Willow Special leads a length and a half. CL's Pastime, T-Bear Pride. Up on the outside, racing on third, and they were by the half in 102 and 4. They're into the turn, driving now to the 5/8 pole, and pacing on top, Willow Special, T-Bear Pride. Up and at him on the outside. It is Willow Special by a neck, and T-Bear Pride racing on second. CL Pastime third. Esker Hillhurst is a fourth. Maple Grove Dorian racing a fifth. Then Blue Meadow Fury and Kilkerran Hustler. They go neck and neck for the top, and there by the 3/4 pole. 1:33 and 1. Top turn on the outside. T-Bear Pride gets the nose in front. On the inside, Willow Special back on again. CL Pastime right there third, and they make the turn for home. It is Willow Special, T-Bear Pride, CL's Pastime, Maple Grove Dorian. It is Willow Special, and he's going to hold. Willow's Special, then T-Bear Pride, then Maple Grove Dorian, CL's Pastime, Esker Hillhurst, Blue Meadow Fury. Still to come, Kilkerran Hustler. The time for the mile, 2:03 and 2. And parading now the winner of the 5th race. Atlantic Sire Stakes for 3-year-old pacing colts, the A division. Number 2, Willow Special, Baycock by Willow Bird. Out of Brat's Special, she by Armbro Resolute. Bred by Susan Downey of Riverview and owned by Susan Downey. Trained and driven by Ian Downey. And proudly held by Cerdic Downey. Willow Special, getting his 4th winning trip this season in 2:03 and 2. Dorian was 3rd. Willow's Special, your race winner. CL's Pastime was 4th. Esker Hillhurst 5th. T-Bear Pride 2nd. Kilkerran Hustler 7th. Blue Meadow Fury 6th. The time's 1/4 seconds. The half 1:02 and 4. 3/4 1:33 and a 5th. Time for the mile 2:03 and 2. And we're underway with the 7th race. Atlantic Sire Stakes 3-year-old pacing fillies A division. The purse is $7,800. 5 starters behind the gate. Island Cash with Jimmy Davis. Paradox with Gary Chappell. J.K. Beauty with Joey Smallwood. Hawthorne Suzette with Daddy Gillis. And Diplomat Katie with Russ Burgoyne. And here they come. They're off, and Paradox grabs the top, and up on the outside, Hawthorne Suzette challenging 4th. They're neck and neck into the turn. Paradox the leader. Hawthorne Suzette rough on the turn, racing as 2nd. Island Cash has 3rd. Then we go back to J.K. Beauty and Diplomat Katie trailing as they race on to the 1/4 pole. It is Paradox leading a length. Hawthorne Suzette racing as 2nd. Island Cash, and there goes J.K. Beauty rushing from 4th. She is now 3rd and going on as they race on by the opening quarter. J.K. Beauty to 2nd. They were by the quarter in 29 and 3, and J.K. Beauty takes the top. Paradox is racing is second. Then Hawthorns is at third. Island Cash is fourth. Diplomat Katie trails. Through the stretch they come to the half, and it is J.K. Beauty. She's on top of two. Then Paradox is second. Hawthorns is at racing third. Island Cash is fourth, and Diplomat Katie making a move now from fifth as they were by the half in 59 and 2. Into the turn they go for the 5/8. J.K. Beauty. She's leading a length and a half. Then Paradox is second. Hawthorns is at racing third. Diplomat Katie driving fourth. Island Cash now trails on to the three-quarter pole. J.K. Beauty now by 2, and she's well in hand. Paradox racing second. Hawthorns is at Diplomat Katie and Island Cash 1:28 and 4. J.K. Beauty turns it on, leading by 2. Paradox Game hanging tough second. Then Hawthorns is set as third. At the head of the lane, they turn for home. J.K. Beauty moving out now by 3. Paradox racing second. Hawthorns is at. It is the Canadian champion J.K. Beauty winning this one. Paradox gets second. Hawthorns is at. Diplomat Katie and Island Cash, and the time for the mile 1:58 and 1. The winner of the 7th race, Canadian champion J.K. Beauty. A chestnut filly by Armbro Acton out of J.K. Rose, but Tarport Irvin. Bred, owned, trained, and driven by Joey Smallwood of Charlottetown. The 7th winning trip this year for J.K. Beauty, winning this afternoon at 1:58 and 1. That is a track record for 3-year-old fillies. It's a track record for pacing mares, and it's a season's mark here at Exhibition Park. So Joey Smallwood, congratulations to you and your champion filly for the great display of speed. Is official. Island Cash was 5th. Paradox 2nd. J.K. Beauty, your race winner. Hawthorne Suzette was 3rd. Maidelaide scratched, and Diplomat Katie was 4th. The race times, they were by the quarter 29 and 3. J.K. Beauty at the half in 59 and 2. The three-quarters 1:28 and 4. Time for the mile 1:58 and 1. Others behind the gates, Charlotte Scrooby and Danny O'Brien, Nalabar Star Jody Hennessy, Cash Ford, Ross McDonald, Sheer Bear with Charlie Frost, Laurel's Curly and Steve Mahar, Sharp Doc with Bernie Charlton, Sparkles Plenty with Wayne Mahar, and here they come. There, off Nalabar Star drives for his lead on the outside. Charlotte Scrooby keeps it on the inside, though. Into the turn, Charlotte Scrooby pacing with the lead, and Nalabar Star racing is second. Laurel's Curly charging up third on the outside. Cash Ford his 4th. Sheer Bear, Sharp Doc, and Sparkles Plenty. Laurel's Curly drives on to second, goes winging for the top. Charlotte Scrooby and Laurel's Curly. They're neck and neck as they drive to the quarter pole on the outside. Now Laurel's Curly gets a nose in front, and they were by the quarter in 29. Laurel's Curly now by a length. Charlotte Scrooby racing is second, and Nalabar Star has 3rd. We go back 3.5 to Cash Ford racing 4th. Sheer Bear is 5th. Sharp Doc and Sparkles Plenty. Off the turn they come through the stretch. Racing to the half, it's Laurel's Curly pacing out on top. Has a lead of 2. Charlotte Scrooby 2nd. Nalabar Star was 3rd. Here comes Sheer Bear. Moving on to 4th. Cash Ford 5th. Sharp Doc and on the outside, Sparkles Plenty. They were by the half at 59 and 4. Around the turn for the 5/8 pole, it is Laurel's Curly with 2. Charlotte Scrooby and Sheer Bear driving 3rd. Nalabar Star is 4th. Cash Ford, Sparkles Plenty, and Sharp Doc and Cash Ford on the run. They go to the three-quarters. It is Laurel's Curly still but 2. Sheer Bear now 2nd. Charlotte Scrooby 3rd. Nalabar Star is 4th. Sparkles Plenty, Sharp Doc, Cash Ford. Three-quarters 1:30 and 2/5. Round the top turn. Laurel's Curly, they're closing in on him. Laurel's Curly, Charlotte's Groovy and Sharebear. Nalaber Star, Sparkles Plenty, Sharp Doc heading home. It is still Laurel's Curly and Charlotte's Groovy coming to him. Laurel's Curly, Charlotte's Groovy charging second. Sharebear, it is Laurel's Curly holding. Laurel's Curly wins it. Charlotte's Groovy gets second, tight for show. Sharebear and Nalaber Star, then Sparkles Plenty, Sharp Doc and Cash Reward. Time for the mile, 2:01. Reading now the winner of the 8th race, number 5, Laurel's Curly, a chestnut pacing gelding, 10 years by Crafty Shadow. Out of Star News by Surprise News. Owned by Galen Dempsey of Rolling Dam, trained and driven by Steve Mahar. Laurel's Curly stepping to his 3rd winning trip this season. His 4th, rather. Winning this afternoon in 2:01. 8th race is official. Charlotte's Groovy 2nd. Nalaber Star 4th. Cash Reward 7th. Sharebear 3rd. Laurel's Curly, your race winner. Sharp Doc was 6th. Sparkles Plenty 5th. And the race times, they were by the quarter 29, the half and 59 and 4. 3/4 1:30 and 2/5. Time for the mile, 2:01. All set now for the 9th race. The Atlantic Sire Stakes with 3-year-old pacing fillies. The A division, purse is $7,800. There's Lara with Ivan Jameson, Sarah Down and Steve Mason. Whisper Done Good with Steve Trites. Rocking the Baby and Jill Barrio. Bright Jennifer, Steve Mahar. Harborview Gidget, Walter Chevrolet, and here they come. They're off, and Lara grabs the top. Whisper Done Good racing 2nd. Goes to cover on the rail. Sarah Down is racing 3rd. Rockin' the Baby's 4th. Bright Jennifer outside 5th. And Harborview Gidget trails. They're by the 8th pole now. Lara pacing on top. She leads by 2. Whisper Done Good racing 2nd. Sarah Down. Bright Jennifer on the move from 4th. Bright Jennifer goes on to 3rd, and she's racing for the top as they go to the quarter pole. The leader there is Lara Batu. Whisper Done Good with Bright Jennifer on the outside, quarter 30 and 2/5. Then Sarah Down racing 4th. Harborview Gidget moving 5th. Rockin' the Baby trails. They come by the 3/8 pole now. Off the turn and through the stretch, they're racing for the half. It is Lara on top, and Whisper Done Good and Bright Jennifer parked. Hanging 3rd. Sarah Down 4th. Gidget's off stride. Rockin' the Baby's now 5th. And Lara, the leader, as they go racing up by the half in 1 minute and 4/5. Into the turn for the 5/8 pole, it is Lara. Then Whisper Done Good. Bright Jennifer parked, hangs 3rd. Then Sarah Down is 4th. Rockin' the Baby's 5th, and they're on up the backstretch on way to the 3/4 pole. Lara leading a length and a quarter. Whisper Done Good and Bright Jennifer game on the outside goes on. Bright Jennifer back to 2nd, and Lara the leader by the 3/4 pole by that marker 1:30 at 2/5. Top turn, Lara still on top, a length and a half. Whisper Done Good racing 2nd. Bright Jennifer hangs top 3rd. Sarah Down is 4th. Rockin' the Baby's 5th. At the head of the lane, they spring for home. It is Lara. Whisper Done Good and Bright Jennifer. Lara, here comes Whisper Done Good out to challenge. Lara, Whisper Done Good coming on. Here they are with the line. Tight, looks like Lara. Whisper Done Good, Bright Jennifer. Tight between Rockin' the Baby and Sarah Down, and then Harborview Gidget. Time for the mile, 2:01 and 2. And the result of the 9th race is official. 9th race official. Lara was 2nd. Sarah Down 4th. Whisper Done Good, your race winner. Mary's 1st was scratched. Rocking the Baby 5th. Bright Jennifer 3rd. Harborview Gidget was 6th. The race times, the quarter 30 and 2/5. The half 1 minute and 4/5. 3/4 1:30 and 2/5. Time for the mile, 2:01 and 2. A new win race record for Whisper Done Good. We're all set now for the 10th race. Second division of the Atlantic Sire Stakes for 3-year-old A Pacing Colts. The purse $8,100. 6 starters behind the gate. Top of the stretch. Island Isaac, Jill Barrio. Burden of Freedom, Steve Mahar. Renegade Knight with Paul McDonald. Turnico Ranger with Jimmy Davis. Charlotte's Buddy, Dave Rashford. Opinions, Jim, Danny Romo. Here they come. Clear off Island Isaac, pacing and top in on the rail and up on the outside. Charlotte's Buddy drives for the top. It is Island Isaac and Charlotte's Buddy driving a second. Burden of Freedom on the rail is third. Turnico Ranger racing fourth. They're on up the backstretch on to the quarter. Island Isaac. Charlotte Buddy challenging second, going for the top, and Burden of Freedom is racing a third. And Charlotte's Buddy wings for and grabs the top. He's the leader as they go racing out by the quarter. They were by the quarter 29. Charlotte's Buddy, Island Isaac, Burden of Freedom, Turnico Ranger, Renegade Knight, and Opinions. Jim trails as they come racing to the 3/8 pole at that marker. It is Charlotte's Buddy on top, a length and a half, and Island Isaac. He's racing second. Burden of Freedom is third. Turnico Ranger racing a fourth. Then it's Renegade Knight and Opinions Jim, and Charlotte's Buddy the leader but two as they go racing out by the half. They were by the half in 59 and 3. Into the turn for the 5/8 they go. It is Charlotte's Buddy cutting it out. Has the best of it, a length and a half. Island Isaac second. There goes Burden of Freedom rushing from third. Going on. Turnico Ranger is a fourth. Burden of Freedom gets to second. He's at the leader's wheel, but Charlotte's Buddy steps out. Charlotte's Buddy. Then Burden of Freedom and Island Isaac on the rail. No room for him right now. He is third. Turnico Ranger racing a fourth. They were by the 3/4, 1:30 and 3. Top turn. Charlotte's Buddy on the inside. Island Isaac looking for room. He's racing second. Burden of Freedom is third. Turnico Ranger. Then Opinions Jim. Renegade Knight heading home. Charlotte's Buddy. Here comes Island Isaac charging up on the outside. Charlotte's Buddy. Island Isaac coming to him. Charlotte's Buddy holds and wins it. Charlotte's Buddy, Island Isaac, tight for Shaw between Turnico Ranger, Opinions Jim, Burden of Freedom, and Renegade Knight. And the time for the mile, 2 minutes and 3/5. And parading now, the winner of the 10th race, second division of the Atlantic Sire Stakes for 3-year-old A Pacing Colts. It is number 6, Charlotte's Buddy. Brown coat, free-legged. By Hustling Time, out of Miss Janice Skipper by Cloud Cover. Bred by Alfred Moeller at the Sussex Ranch in Sussex. Owned, trained, and driven by Dave Ratchford of North Sydney. The 11th winning trip this year for Charlotte's Buddy. This afternoon, 2 minutes and 3/5.
2-5.
10th race is official. Island Isaac was second. Burden of Freedom 5th. Renegade Knight was 6th. Turnico Ranger 3rd. Lamborghini's Pride was scratched. Charlotte's Buddy, or race winner, and Opinions Jim was 4th. The race times quarter 29. The half in 59 and 3. 3/4, 1:30 and 3/5. Now the mile in 2 minutes and 3/5. Now this is the third race in our evening card. We have a field of 6 behind the gate, approaching top of the stretch. Purse is $1,500. There's Weston Miracle with Mark Grant, Arbuckle and Paul McDonald, Tennycat with Earl Smith, Radiant Skipper Ross McDonald, Tell the Future Steve Mahar, I'm 1-2 with Jill Barrio. Here they come. They're off. Western Miracle pacing on top, and I'm 1-2 goes for it. He's driving up second on the outside, but Western Miracle holds his lead. I'm 1-2 going for it on the outside, racing a second. They go on by the 8th, and Western Miracle, he holds the lead with I'm 1-2. He'll settle for second behind the leader. Then Arbuckle is racing third. Tennycat is fourth. Radiant Skipper, Tell the Future trails the field. Weston Miracle the leader as they go racing up by the quarter in 29 and 4. Into the top turn, Weston Miracle leads a length. I'm 1-2 is second. Arbuckle and Tennycat, they're neck and neck. Radiant Skipper fifth. And Tell the Future trails. They swing off the top turn now and on through the stretch. Here they come. They're racing to the half, and it's Weston Miracle on top. Here comes Tennycat up on the outside, challenging a second. I'm 1-2, his third. Radiant Skipper follows cover. He's fourth. Then it is Arbuckle and Tell the Future. They were by the half at 1:01 and 4. They're ready to turn now for the 5/8. Three of them on the rail and three of them out and challenging. And the leader is Weston Miracle. Up on the outside, Tennycat driving second. Three wide, Radiant Skipper drives on from third. Three of them neck and nose to nose as they go to the 3/4, and Weston Miracle has the lead. Radiant Skipper wide, racing for it, takes it. He gets it those in front. 3/4, 1:32 and a fifth. Radiant Skipper and Weston Miracle and Tennycat between horses. I'm 1-2, Tell the Future and Arbuckle at the head of the lane. Radiant Skipper, he's on top of two. Radiant Skipper, Weston Miracle, I'm 1-2 is coming up on the inside, but it's going to be Radiant Skipper. He wins it. Weston Miracle, that I'm 1-2, tight between Tennycat and Arbuckle, and then Tell the Future. And the time for the mile, 2:01 and 3. And parading now the winner of our third race, number 4, Radiant Skipper, is a brown gelding, 4 years, by Radiant Ruler. Out of Good Time Skipper, she by Meadow Skipper, owned by the Gemini Hill stable of St. John, trained by Don Galbraith with Ross McDonald driving. Win number 5 this year for Radiant Skipper tonight, 2-1 and 3. And the result of the third race is official. Weston Miracle was second. Arbuckle, 5th. Tennycat was 4th. Radiant Skipper, here race winner. Tell the Future was 6th. And I'm 1-2 was 3rd. Now the race times, they were by the quarter in 29 and 4. At the half, 1:01 and 4. By the 3/4 pole, 1:32 and a fifth. Time for the mile, 2:01 and 3. Underway for the 8th race. We've 8 starters behind the gate and approaching the top of the stretch. There's Masculine Touch with Winston Campbell, Candy Mist and Jody Hennessy, Maxine's Jewel, Robert McGinnis, Hillview Star with Steve Mahar, Kilkerran Alan, Owen Davies, Derwin with Mark Grant, Iggy Collins, Jill Berrio, Talc with Mike Downey. Here they come. There, off in Maxine's Jewel, wings for the top outside of her. It is Hillview Star and Candy Mist moving up on the inside. 3 of them neck and neck round the turn. Candy Mist and Maxine's Jewel now are at it neck and neck, and Candy Mist has the top. Maxine's Jewel on the outside and Hillview Star right there, racing a 3rd. Up on the outside goes Iggy Collins, 4th. Masculine Touch on the rail is a 5th. Kilkerran Alan, Derwin, Talc trails, and Maxine's Jewel now takes the lead as they go by the quarter, 29 and 4. Into the top turn, Maxine's Jewel out now but 2. Candy Mist is 2nd. Hillview Star has 3rd. Iggy Collins parked hangs 4th. Masculine Touch racing 5th. Kilkerran Alan makes a move from 6th. Then it is a Derwin. Talc trails through the stretch. Here they come. They're onto the half. It is Maxine's Jewel in command but 2. Then Candy Mist is 2nd. Iggy Collins hangs 3rd. Kilkerran Alan takes cover behind him, racing 4th. Hillview Star now 5th. The half in 1:01. They're into the turn, racing for the 5/8 pole. Maxine's Jewel shows the way. She has the best for the length of a quarter. Candy Mist is racing second. Diggy Collins hangs a third. Tipping out 3 wide. Kilkerran Land goes on from fourth. Hillview Star locked in fifth. Then on the outside goes Masculine Touch. Then it is a Derwin and a Talc trails as they go on by the 3/4 pole. They were by the marker in 1:31 and 4. Top turn, Maxine's Jewel is the leader. Kilkerran Land coming to her. Candy Mist is locked in third. Hillview Star locked in fourth. Outside, Masculine Touch is fifth. They swing for home. Maxine's Jewel. Here comes Candy Mist, and on the inside, Hillview Star is coming through. 3 of them neck and neck, and it is Hillview Star and Candy Mist and Maxine's Jewel. Then Derwin, and then Talc. And then Masculine Touch, Iggy Collins, Kilkerran Land. The time for the mile, 2:03 and 4. And parading now the winner of the 8th race, number 4, Hillview Star. Brown horse 4 by Keystone Howell. Out of Stargitis by Dallas Almahurst. Owned by Brian Bent of Sussex. Trained and driven by Steve Mahar. The 10th winning trip this year for Hillview Star. He wins tonight to 2 and 4. And the result of the 8th race is official. Masculine Touch was 6th. Candy Mist 2nd. Maxine's Jewel was 3rd. Hillview Star, your race winner. Kilkerran Land 7th. Derwin 4th. Iggy Collins 8th. Talc was 5th. Race times 1:29 and 4. Half 1:01. 3/4 1:31 and 4. And the mile 2 and 4. Car starters for the 10th race at the gate. Gate is moving. 10th race, 8 starters behind the gate. Easy Time Gal and Steve Mahar. Arapa's Heart, Jody Hennessy. Governor Brent, Brady Charlton. Kate Finesse, Brian Moore. Young Fun, Ross McDonald. John Quill's Girl, Earl Smith. Get a Grip, John Davidson. Trusty Bilbo, Gary Vincent. Here they come. They're off, and Governor Brent takes them out of there up on the outside. Wide, Young Fun drives on to second. Easy Time Gal, Kate Finesse. Governor Brent the leader, now but 2 lengths. Young Fun, he is on the run. They go on up the backstretch on to the quarter. Governor Brent's on top, and up on the outside, Kate Finesse drives on second. Easy Time Gal, she is 3rd on the rail. Arapa's Heart is racing 4th. John Keel's Girl is a 5th. Young Fun back pacing. Then Get a Grip. And they were by the quarter in 29 and 2, and Trusty Bilbo is the trailer. Around the top turn, Governor Brent the length of a half, and Easy Time Gal. She is racing a 2nd. Kate Finesse has gone to the rail, racing 3rd there. Arapa's Heart 4th, and through the stretch they come. They are racing to the half. Governor Brent's on top. Then Easy Time Gal and Kate Finesse. Arapa's Heart and Young Fun. John Keel's Girl off on the outside. Trusty Bilbo and Get a Grip now trails as they go racing by the half. 1:01 and 1. They're rid of the turn. Racing to the 5/8 pole. Governor Brent, but 2 again. Easy Time Gal. She's racing 2nd. Kate Finesse has 3rd. Arapa's Heart 4th. Young Fun spent fades between horses. Trusty Bilbo up 3 wide on the outside. John Keel's Girl, Get a Grip. They're on to the 3/4 pole, and Governor Brent shows the way. He's a leader a length and a half, and Easy Time Gal stays with him 2nd. Kate Finesse 3rd. Arapa's Heart 4th. 3/4 1:32 and 3. Around the top turn, Governor Brent a length and a half. Easy Time Gal, Kate Finesse, Arapa's Heart, John Keel's Girl. They come off the top turn. Swinging for home, it is Governor Brent and Easy Time Gal, Kate Finesse, Arapa's Heart, John Keel's Girl. It is going to be Governor Brent. Governor Brent wins this one. Easy Time Gal, John Keel's Girl. Then Kate Finesse, Arapa's Heart, Trusty Bilbo, Get a Grip, Young Fun. Time for the mile, 2:03 and 1. And parading now the winner of the 10th race, number 3, Governor Brent. Brown gelding, 8 years by Governor Skipper, out of Patsy Wehover by Columbia George. On by Gary Thompson of Charlottetown, trained and driven by Bernie Charlton. It's the 5th winning trip this year for Governor Brent. At his best this season, 2:03.1. The result of the 10th race is official. Easy Time Gal was second. A Rapper's Heart, 5th. Governor Brent, your race winner. Kate Finesse was 4th. Young Fun, 8th. Jonquil's Girl, 3rd. Get a Grip, 7th. And Trusty Bilbo, 6th. The race times, quarter, 29.2. The half, 1:01.1. 3/4, 1:32.3. Time for the mile, 2:03.1. We're all set now for the 11th race, field of 6 behind the gate. Approaching top of the stretch, there's Miss Levy's Road with Jody Hennessy, Diamond Bob and Tom Mason, Ditmar's First with Mike Downey, Harborview Fashion with Walter Chevrolet, Hola, Adios and Steve Mahar, R.E.'s Jason, Ronnie Matheson, here they come. They're off and rushing to the top. It is Diamond Bob, Miss Levy Road Racing second, Ditmar's First has third, Harborview Fashion Racing fourth. They swing around the turn. Pacing out on top, it is Diamond Bob and up strong on the outside. Miss Levy Road, she takes the top. Miss Levy Road and Diamond Bob racing second. Then driving up strong on the outside goes Hola Adios, driving on to second, now winging for the top. Miss Levy Road, Hola Adios, neck and neck. Hola Adios now on top, the quarter, 30 2/5. Top turn, Hola Adios has moved out but 2. Miss Levy Road racing second, Diamond Bob has third, Ditmar's First is 4th. Harborview Fashion Racing 5th, R.E.'s Jason trails. Through the stretch they come, they're racing to the half. Hola Adios on top, Miss Levy Road, Diamond Bob. Here comes Harborview Fashion, moving 4th on the outside. Ditmar's First and R.E.'s Jason trails with cover. They were by the half and 1:01.1. Round the turn they go for the 5/8 pull. Hola Adios pacing on top, Miss Levy Road racing second, Harborview Fashion strong on the outside, going on from third. Harborview Fashion goes to second, Miss Levy Road, R.E.'s Jason. Then it's Diamond Bob and Ditmar's First is last. They go on by the 3/4 pole now. Hola Adios, the leader by that marker, 1:31.4. Top turn, Hola Adios. Miss Levy Road back to second. Harborview Fashion hangs tough third. R.E.'s Jason now 4th. Diamond Bob, Ditmar's First. They spring for home. Hola Adios and Miss Levy Road and Harborview Fashion. Hola Adios, Miss Levy Road, Harborview Fashion. It is Hola Adios. She wins it. Harborview Fashion, R.E.'s Jason, Miss Levy Road, Diamond Bob and Ditmar's First. Time for the mile, 2:02.2. Parading now, winner of the 11th race, number 6, Hola Adios. Brown mare form, a nightly blue chip out of Adios Grand by Adios Alex. On but John Casey of Dieppe, trained and driven by Steve Mahar. Win number 3 this year for Hola Adios, and it's her all-time best. A new win race record, 2:02.2. And the result of the 11th race is now official. Miss Levy Road was 4th. Diamond Bob, 5th. Ditmar's First was 6th. Harborview Fashion, 2nd. Lonesome Phantom scratched. Hola Adios, your race winner. R.E.'s Jason was 3rd. Race times, quarter, 30 2/5. The half, 1:01.1. 3/4, 1:31.4. The mile, 2:02.2. We're all set now for the 12th and final race, the Alexander Memorial. Purse of $5,000, 8 starters behind the gate. Tidy Point and Steve Trites. Bob with Earl Smith. King Tyler Steve Mahar. Tiger Bird with Mike Downey. Wilco Fantasy. Robert McGinnis, Big Gene, and Dave Pinkney. Charlie Sham, Paul McDonald, on Broadway, Jill Barrio. Here they come. Clear off and Tidy Point, the leader. Bob up on the outside, challenging a second. Then Tiger Bird gets away a third. Charlie Sham outside fourth. King Tyler racing fifth. Wilco's Fantasy, Big Gene on Broadway. They're by the eighth, and Tidy Point shows the way. Bob goes up and at him on the outside, challenging for the top, and Bob grabs the top. Tidy Point racing a second. Tiger Bird third. Charlie Sham is fourth. King Tyler on Broadway. Wilco's a Fantasy, and Big Gene trails. They were by the quarter in 29 seconds. They're into the top turn. Pacing on top, it is Bob. Tidy Point racing second. King Tyler third. Charlie Sham is fourth. On Broadway Park fifth. King Tyler, Wilco's Fantasy, and Big Gene. Through the stretch they come racing to the half. The leader is Bob. Here comes Tiger Bird. Out from third. Tidy Point is second. Tiger Bird third. Charlie Sham has cover fourth. King Tyler on Broadway. Wilco's Fantasy, Big Gene. They were by the half at 59 and 2. Round the turn for the 5/8. Bob pacing on top. Tidy Point sitting pretty, racing a second. Tiger Bird out driving third. King Tyler fourth. On the outside, Charlie Sham, Wilco's Fantasy on Broadway, and Big Gene. Bob is the leader as they go to the 3/4, and Tidy Point stays with them second. King Tyler's worked up on the inside to third. 3/4, 1:28 and 4. Top turn, it is a Bob. Tidy Point, King Tyler now third. Tiger Bird, Charlie Sham, Wilco's Fantasy on Broadway, and Big Gene, and they make the turn for home. Bob, and here comes Tidy Point. King Tyler's coming on. Wilco's Fantasy. It is now Tidy Point and King Tyler. Tidy Point, King Tyler, King Tyler. Tidy Point, Wilco's Fantasy. Bob tight for the rest. And the time for the mile, 1:59 and 3. And parading now, the winner of this year's Alexander Memorial, number 3, King Tyler. Bay horse, 4 years, but Tyler's brother, out of Hay Queen by Valiant Brent. King Tyler is owned by the Olive Spring Farms and Brian Miles of Fredericton and Andrea Dolan of Riverview. Trained and driven by Steve Mahar. It's his 9th winning trip this year. Winning here tonight in 1:59 and 3. Now Mr. Milton Downey, the president of the Atlantic National Exhibition Association, trackside to present the cooler to Joan and Ashley Sloat, Steve Mahar, and King Tyler. Congratulations on winning. Trackside Olive Spring Farms, Brian Miles and Andrea Dolan, receiving the cooler. Congratulations to them then. And King Tyler and Steve Mahar winning the Alexander Memorial. Now the result of the Alexander Memorial now official. Tidy Point was second. Bob was fourth. King Tyler, your race winner. Tiger Bird sixth. Wilco's Fantasy was third. Big Gene was eighth. Charlie Sham seventh. On Broadway fifth. And the race times, the quarter 29, the half in 59 and 2. 3/4, 1:28 and 4, and the mile at 1:59 and 3. Well, it's been a long day up top here at Exhibition Park. Do hope that you've enjoyed the show. We've put the best of the afternoon card together with the best of the night card, and boy, we've seen some dandies today. J.K. Beauty winning this afternoon in 58 and 1. This little Prince Edward Island bred filly sort of showing up the boys, but that Alexander Memorial, one heck of a horse race, and King Tyler an upset, a winner at 21.80, coming through to win for Steve Mahar, Steve's third winner tonight. King Tyler winning at 1:59 and 3. Our pari-mutuel handle tonight, 66,019. We're back racing Monday. You'll catch that one Tuesday night here on Cable 10. Our Tuesday night card, you'll see that on Wednesday. Thursday night's racing, you'll see that on, or Wednesday nights, you'll see it on Thursday. Thursday night's card you'll see on Friday. We are dark here on Friday night. And then next Saturday, we'll have a doubleheader again featuring the $25,000 Provincial Cup. More on that is next week.
Racing. Here they come at Exhibition Park.
Say hiya. Once again, Harness Racing fans. Coming even high top the grandstand at a sunny and hot Exhibition Park. They tell me it's around 80 degrees right now. Let me tell you, you're watching this Friday, and I'll tell you tomorrow, you should be here because we have a dandy doubleheader. The afternoon featuring the Atlantic Sire Stakes for 2-year-old fillies. They go for $7,475. And we also have the A Colts going for $75.75. Your chance to see Clonmel Tyson. He's bred right here in St. John. If there is a number 2 colt in the Maritimes right now, it has to be him, second only to the sensational Gordon Shumway, who also goes Saturday afternoon. We have a $2,500 invitational for 3-year-olds. That is a dandy, let me tell you. And then Saturday night, of course, Provincial Cup XIII, Premier Frank McKenna going to be here. 19-year-old Power Baron going to be hitched to an old riding wagon. He'll be all part of the post-parade. Saturday night, aside from the Provincial Cup XIII, we have the Atlantic Sire's B fillies, the Bill Lynn Show Invitational. It goes for $5,000. Listen to these horses. Big Gene, Tidy Point, Kilkerran Fury, Kirk's Echo, Dusty Lane Hawk, Bub, On Target, Brett and Wilco's Fantasy. That's a backup to the Provincial Cup. The draw for post positions for the Cup, in case you missed it, Brett's Caliber from Post 1, then Line 1, Callie Rankin's horse from Flamborough, Bomb Rickles, Mike McDonald's horse from Montreal, the Maritime Star, Charlie Sham, King Tyler on Broadway, and Tiger Burden scoring 8, Marcel Barrio, with his horse Mark Be Quick from Montreal. There's also the Minister of Agriculture pace on Saturday night for New Brunswick sired horses, and it has Constant Fighter, Moosehead, Charlotte's Groovy, Hustling Hector, Bayside Traveler, Candy Mist, Whisper Done Good, and Laurel's Curly. Great racing for you Saturday. Great racing right now. 11 races. Here's the first. And we're all set for the first race with 8 starters. Summers Dawn, Gary Vincent. Brittany 3 with Doug Falcons. Passy Poil with Colleen Clancy. Glengale Jolly, Steve Mahar, Never Dream Alone, Rod Gogan, Miss Moni C. and Jody Hennessy. Champagne Tiffany, Jill Barrio, Mormac Doris, Wayne Mahar. Here they come. They're off, and Never Dream Alone goes quickly to the top up on the inside. Summers Dawn is racing second. In on the rail. Racing third, it's Brittany 3 and up on the outside. Mormac Doris drives on the 4th. They're by the 8th pole, and Summers Dawn cuts it out, leads by 2. Brittany 3 racing is second. Never Dream Alone on the outside hangs a 3rd. Up on the inside, Glengale Jolly's racing 4th. Mormac Doris on the rail. Now she is 5th. Passy Poil racing 6th. 31-4. The quarter 31-4. Then it's Miss Moni C. And the trailer Champagne Tiffany swinging around the top turn. Summers Dawn on top and Never Dream Alone hanging a 2nd. Brittany 3 and on the rail racing a 3rd. They swing off the turn and on through the stretch. They come racing to the half. Pacing on top, Summers Dawn. Then Brittany 3 is 2nd. Never Dream Alone hangs a 3rd on the outside. On the rail, Glengale Jolly is 4th. Miss Moni C out moving 5th. Mormac Doris, Champagne Tiffany. Passy Poil, the half in 3 and 4. They swing around the turn, drive on to the 5/8. Summers Dawn, Brittany 3 racing 2nd, and Never Dream Alone. Park hangs tough, goes on to 2nd now. Brittany 3 locked in 3rd on the rail. Miss Moni C tips out 3 wide. She's racing on from 4th. And they fan out 3 wide, neck and neck as they go racing to the 3/4 pole, and Summers Dawn is the leader by that marker. 1:36. Summers Dawn, Never Dream Alone still hanging 2nd. Miss Moni C on the outside, 3 wide 3rd. Up on the inside, Brittany C. Now Brittany 3 comes to 3rd. They're by that 7/8 pole. They make the turn for home, and Summers Dawn still has the top. Summer's Dawn looking good. Never Dream Alone Game hanging second. Miss Moni C and Champagne Tiffany coming on, and on the inside Brittany 3, but it is Summer's Dawn. Summer's Dawn tight between Brittany 3 and Never Dream Alone. Time for the mile to 6 and 4. After rating now the winner of our first race, number 1, Summer's Dawn. Daymare 5 by Easy Come Easy Go out of Summerside, Lobel. She by Flying Brett. Owned and trained by Janice Hubbard of St. John with Gary Vincent driving. Win number 3 this year for Summer's Dawn tonight to 6 and 4. Now the result of the first race is official. Summer's Dawn, your race winner. Brittany 3 was 3rd. Passepoil 8th. Glengal Jolly 7th. Never Dream Alone 2nd. Miss Moni C was 5th. Champagne Tiffany 6th. Mormac Doris was 4th. The race times, the quarter 31 and 4. The half 103 and 4. 3/4 136. The time for the mile 2:06 and 4. And we're underway now with the second race, field of 7 behind the gate, and approaching the top of the stretch, there's BJ's Noble and John Davidson, Joy Down with Steve Mahar, Ruth Bent Betty with Brian Moore, Pep Rally, Bernie Charlton, Iggy Collins, Jody Hennessy, Tolan Hanover, Doug Beckwith, Troubled Dream, Jill Barrio. Here they come. BJ's Noble off stride back, pacing, and Tolan Hanover quickly grabs the top. He's the leader on the fence already. Ruth Van Betty driving up on the outside. She's charging on the second. Joy Down his 3rd on the rail. Pep Rally's racing 4th. They swing on by the 8th. Polka driving up the backstretch on to the quarter pole, and Ruth Van Betty grabs the top. Tolan Hanover racing 2nd. Joy Down his 3rd. Pep Rally is 4th. BJ's Noble moving 5th. Then we go to Iggy Collins, and a Troubled Dream trails the field. They were by the quarter in 32 seconds. They swing around the top turn, and Joy Down moves to the top now. Ruth Bent Betty racing 2nd. Pep Rally out charging on 3rd, coming on. Tolan Hanover. He is 4th on the rail. BJ's Noble outside follows cover 5th. Then Troubled Dream and Iggy Collins, and they come racing to the half. It is Joy Down in command with Pep Rally. At her wheel, racing 2nd. Ruth Bent Betty 3rd. BJ's Noble is 4th, a half, and 4 and 2. Out of the turn now, they drive on to the 5/8 pole. Joy Down shows the way. Pep Rally racing 2nd. Ruth Bent Betty has 3rd. That's Iggy Collins. Tipping out 3 wide, rushing on. Iggy Collins goes to 3rd, is driving on. BJ's Noble between horses 4th, and Pep Rally drives on. The 2 leaders neck and neck now as they go to the 3/4 pole. It is Joy Down skipping a bit, and she's off stride. Joy Down on the run, and Pep Rally grabs the top. They were by the 3/4 pole. 1:36 and 2. Top turn, Pep Rally. Iggy Collins driving 2nd. BJ's Noble right there 3rd. Troubled Dream is 4th. They swing for home. Pep Rally and Iggy Collins charging up strong on the outside of the far outside. Troubled Dream is coming on, but it's going to be Pep Rally and BJ's Noble. Pep Rally, BJ's Noble, and Troubled Dream were tied. Iggy Collins, Joy Down, Ruth Van Betty, Tolan Hanover. And the time for the mile, 2:07. After reading now, winner of the second race, number 4, Pep Rally. Bay Gelding 7 by Mostly Cheer out of H.T. Clare by Henry T. Adios. Owned, trained, and driven by Bernard Charlton of St. John. The 4th winning trip this year for the horse. He wins tonight, 2:07. The result of the second race official. BJ's Noble was 3rd. Joy down fifth, place seventh, set back for an interference break at the three-quarter pole. Ruth Betty, sixth, placed fifth. Pep Rally, your race winner. Iggy Collins, fourth. Tolan Hanover was placed sixth, and Trouble Dream was second. Race times, quarter 32 seconds, the half 104 and 2. Three quarters, 136 and 2, the time for the mile, 2:07.
Starters for race number 3, behind the gate and approaching the top of the stretch. Dutch Thunder with Earl Smith, Clam Steamer and Steve Trites. Tarport Tassel, Bernie Charlton. The Red Ghost with Gilles Berriot. Kilkerran Alan, Winston Campbell, and from the outside, Full of Fenway with Steve Mahar. Here they come. They're off, and as they leave the wire, Dutch Thunder goes driving for and takes the early lead. Up on the outside, Full of Fenway goes to second. Clam Steamer is racing third. Into the turn, Dutch Thunder pacing out on top. Full of Fenway gets to the garden spot as they pass the eighth pole with Clam Steamer racing third. Tarport Tassel fourth, then the Red Ghost, Kilkerran Alan trails. There's single file up the backstretch for the opening quarter. Dutch Thunder paces out on top. He leads a length and a half. Full of Fenway is second and Clam Steamer third. They're your top three by the opening quarter. Dutch Thunder, your leader, 30 and 4/5. Racing into the far turn towards the 3/8 pole. Showing the way, it's Dutch Thunder. Full of Fenway sitting pretty, racing second. Racing third, it's Clam Steamer. Tarport Tassel is fourth. Then the Kilkerran Alan moving from the back of the pack, and the Red Ghost on the rail now trails. Off the top turn, they come racing for the half. Showing the way, it's Dutch Thunder. Full of Fenway and the Clam Steamer racing third. He comes out to challenge. Racing on by the half, it's Dutch Thunder and Clam Steamer on the outside. Bidding for the top, Full of Fenway racing third by the half and 4. Into the clubhouse turn for the second time. Dutch Thunder and Clam Steamer at its wheel racing second. With cover third, Tarport Tassel, Full of Fenway. Up on the inside as they go by the 5/8 pole, and they tighten up to the 3/4, neck and neck for the top. On the inside, Dutch Thunder, Clam Steamer on the outside, Tarport Tassel racing third, Full of Fenway, Kilkerran Alan and the Red Ghost. Now Clam Steamer grabs the top, but Dutch Thunder back up on the inside, 3/4, 134 and 4, and Tarport Tassel makes it 3 wide, and he is rolling off stride. Tarport Tassel on the run. Dutch Thunder moves out now. Clam Steamer, Kilkerran Alan has moved into third. Off the top turn, here they come for home. Dutch Thunder moves out now. He leads by 2.5. Clam Steamer, Kilkerran Alan is third. It's Dutch Thunder moving away by 3 now as they come down to the line. Dutch Thunder, here they are. At the line, Dutch Thunder, Clam Steamer, Kilkerran Alan, the Red Ghost, Tarport Tassel, and Full of Fenway. Time for the mile, 2:05 and 1. And parading back now, the winner of tonight's third dash, it's number 1, Dutch Thunder. Dutch Thunder is a bay pacing horse. He's 4 years by Paris Dexter. Out of Hardy Sparkle, she by Escape Artist. Owned by Ewan Taylor of Hunter River, Prince Edward Island, trained and driven by Earl Smith. Dutch Thunder picks up his 4th winning trip of 1990 tonight in 2:05 and 1. Number 1, Dutch Thunder, and driver Earl Smith. The result of the third race is now official. Race 3, official. Dutch Thunder, your race winner. Clam Steamer, 2nd. Tarport Tassel, 5th. The Red Ghost was 4th. Kilkerran Alan, 3rd. Full of Fenway, 6th. The race times by the quarter in 30 and 4. Past the half in 1:04. By the 3/4, 134 and 4. Dutch Thunder, your winner, 2:05 and 1. Fourth race starters, behind the gate and approaching the top of the stretch. On the rail, Element of Success with Brian Moore. Adventure's Touch with Steve Mahar. Max Speedy Edie with Don Bishop. Lakeside Dusty, Winston Campbell. Leah Joe with Rick Collins. Bewitching Byline, Charlie Price. High Hopes with John Davidson, and Dusty Trail Butte with Jody Hennessy. Here they come. They're off and leaving the wire. Element of Success and Lakeside Dusty go battling for the early lead. Adventure's Touch tips into third as they hit the first turn. Now Element of Success and Lakeside Dusty is second. Adventure's Touch third. Bewitching Byline racing fourth by the 8th pole. Max Speedy Edie 5th. Then it's Leah Joe, High Hopes, and Dusty Trail Butte trails. Up the backstretch for the first quarter. Up front and showing the way, Element of Success, Lakeside Dusty. On his back and racing second, Adventure's Touch is racing third by the opening quarter with Bewitching Byline fourth, 30-2 by that first marker. Heading into that far turn, Element of Success takes them there. Lakeside Dusty is second, Adventure's Touch third, Bewitching Byline. Up top fourth, then Max Speedy Edie, that is High Hopes on the move, followed by Dusty Trail Butte and Leah Joe trails. Off the top turn, they come racing for the half. It's Element of Success and Lakeside Dusty, Adventure's Touch. Here comes High Hopes on the outside. Now fourth. Up on the inside, that's Bewitching Byline, Adventure's Touch rolling off stride. Back pacing, though, by the half and 3 and 4. Into the clubhouse turn for the second and final time. It's Element of Success and Lakeside Dusty now outside. Third goes Adventure's Touch. He comes to second. Lakeside Dusty is now third as they go by the 5/8 pole. Driving onto the 3/4. Element of Success, Adventure's Touch. Lakeside Dusty is third. On the outside, High Hopes racing fourth. Then Bewitching Byline, Dusty Trail Butte, Max Speedy Edie, and Leah Joe trails. By the 3/4, Element of Success, 3/4 of a length. By the 3/4, by that marker 1:34 and 4. Neck and neck for the top. On the inside, Element of Success, Adventure's Touch. 3 wide, High Hopes tips out strong third. Lakeside Dusty, Dusty Trail Butte, Bewitching Byline, Max Speedy Edie, and Leah Joe. They're coming for home. It's Element of Success, Adventure's Touch. Lakeside Dusty looks for room. High Hopes is coming on. It's Element of Success holding at the line. Element of Success. Then Lakeside Dusty, Bewitching Byline, and High Hopes. Time for the mile, 2:06. We parade back now the winner of tonight's fourth dash. It's number 1, Element of Success. Element of Success is a brown gelding, 6 years, by French Chef. Out of Twiggy, she by Tar Heel. Owned by John Lawson of St. John, trained and driven by Brian Moore. Element of Success wins tonight in 2:06. Number 1, Element of Success, and driver Brian Moore. The result of race number 4 is now official. Fourth race official, Element of Success, your race winner. Adventure's Touch, 5th. Max Speedy Edie was 6th. Lakeside Dusty, 2nd. Leah Joe, 8th. Bewitching Byline was 3rd. High Hopes, 4th. Dusty Trail Butte was 7th. The race times by the quarter in 30-2. Past the half in 1:03 and 4. By the 3/4 in 1:34 and 4. Element of Success, your winner in 2:06. Fifth race starters behind the gate, approaching the top of the stretch. Nightly Fire with Earl Smith. Fantastic, Mark Collett. Baron A Go-Go with Don Bishop. Struttin' Bubba, Lonnie Stokes. Kate Finesse with Brian Moore. Vodka Tonic and Patty Murphy, and on the outside, Easy Time Gal, Steve Mahar. Here they come. They're off and leaving the wire. Struttin' Bubba goes driving for the top. Nightly Fire up on the inside. Baron A Go-Go in between horses as they race into the turn. Nightly Fire out on top now with Struttin' Bubba racing on to second. Fantastic now third. Baron A Go-Go drops back to fourth. By the 8th pole with Kate Finesse racing 5th. Vodka Tonic and Easy Time Gal trails. To the first quarter, Nightly Fire pacing out on top, leads just a length though. On his back and racing second, it's Struttin' Bubba. Fantastic is third. Baron A Go-Go fourth. They're going by the opening quarter. On top by that marker, Nightly Fire, 30 2/5. Into the far turn, they drive to the 3/8 pole. Nightly Fire on top, and on his back still Struttin' Bubba. Racing second, Fantastic is third. Baron A Go-Go fourth. Here comes Kate Finesse, moving from 5th as they come off the top turn, and out from 4th comes Baron A Go-Go. Racing for the half, it's Nightly Fire, Struttin' Bubba, and Baron A Go-Go on the outside third. Fantastic racing fourth. With cover, Kate Finesse is driving 5th. Vodka Tonic and the trailer Easy Time Gal. They were by the half, 1:02 and 3. Into the turn for the second time. Nightly Fire takes them towards the 5/8 pole. Nightly Fire and Struttin' Bubba up tight second. On the outside, Baron A Go-Go racing third as they go by the 5/8 and make their way to the 3/4. Nightly Fire, Struttin' Bubba, Baron a Go-Go, 3 wide. Kate Finesse drives on and following Vodka Tonic. They're 3 wide as they race to the 3/4. Nightly Fire, 3 wide. Kate Finesse by the 3/4. Nightly Fire, 1:34. Driving on to the 7/8 now. On the outside, Kate Finesse, and on the inside, Nightly Fire, Vodka Tonic, way wide, comes to 3rd. Struttin' Bubba looking for room 4th. Baron a Go-Go, Fantastic and Easy Time Gal off the top turn. They come driving for home. Kate Finesse and Nightly Fire on the outside. Struttin' Bubba is coming on. So is Vodka Tonic and Easy Time Gal. Now it's Struttin' Bubba, Kate Finesse coming to the line. Struttin' Bubba, Kate Finesse, and tight for show money. Time for the mile, 2:05 and 2. We parade back now the unofficial winner of the 5th race. It's number 4, Struttin' Bubba. Struttin' Bubba is a bay pacing mare, 4 years, by Hustling Time. Out of Captain's All T-Way, she by Captain Courageous. Owned by Clifford Ackerson of Queens County and Jerry Fries of Fairvale. Trained and driven by Lonnie Stokes. Struttin' Bubba picks up his 3rd winning trip of 1990. Tonight he wins in 2:05 and 2. Struttin' Bubba with driver Lonnie Stokes. The result of race number 5 is now official. 5th race official. Nightly Fire was 4th. Fantastic, 3rd. Baron a Go-Go, 7th. Struttin' Bubba, your race winner. Kate Finesse was 2nd. Vodka Tonic, 5th. Easy Time Gal was 6th. The race times by the quarter, 30 and 2. Past the half in 1:02 and 3. By the 3/4 in 1:34. Struttin' Bubba, your winner, 2:05 and 2. Starters for race number 6, behind the gate and approaching the top of the stretch. Admiral Irvin with Brian Moore. Rosemary's Choice with Gary Vincent. Skipton Spring and Steve Mahar. Denise Silster, Leroy Vincent Jr. Surpriser with Doug Falkins. Snake Charmer, John Davidson. Regal Down with Steve Downey. From the outside, Ralph's Annie and Elmore White. Here they come. They're off and leaving the wire. Denise Silster goes driving for the top, but up on the inside. Admiral Irvin quickly reneges that and takes it back. Into the turn, Admiral Irvin and Wriggle Down on the outside. Driving on 2nd, Denise Silster racing 3rd. Rosemary's Choice is 4th by the 8th pole. Up the backstretch for the 1st quarter, Admiral Irvin shows the way. Wriggle Down settles for cover behind the leader, back 2.5 to Denise Silster racing 3rd. On the inside, Rosemary's Choice is 4th. Parked 5th on the outside, Ralph Sanny, then Skipton Spring, Surpriser and Snake Charmer. The opening quarter paced in 30 and 2/5. Into the far turn, Admiral Irvin pacing out on top and Regal Down is 2nd. On the outside, Ralph Sanny comes to 3rd. On the inside, Denise Silster racing 4th by the 3/8 pole. They come off the top turn and race towards the half. Admiral Irvin is cutting it out. Regal Down and on the outside, Ralph Zanny has been parked and hangs 3rd. Snake Charmer is racing with cover 4th on the outside. Then it's Rosemary's Choice, Skipton Spring and Surpriser trails. Admiral Irvin on top by the half, 1:02 and 4/5. Into the clubhouse turn for the 2nd time. Admiral Irvin a length and a quarter. Regal Down is racing 2nd on the outside. Ralph Zanny hanging 3rd. They're by the 5/8 pole, and they make their way to the 3/4, and Regal Down comes out to challenge the leading Admiral Irvin. Driving to the 3/4, Admiral Irvin, Regal Down. Denise Silster back to 3rd on the outside. Snake Charmer 3 wide 4th. Skipton Spring is 4 wide as they go by the 3/4, 1:33 and 4. Admiral Irvin, Regal Down, Denise Silster way wide. Skipton Spring comes to 4th. Rosemary's Choice, Ralph Zanny, Snake Charmer, Surpriser trails. They come off the 7/8. We have an 1/8 of a mile to go. Here they come for home. Admiral Irvin, Denise Silster looks for room. On the outside, Regal Down is 3rd. Admiral Irvin is holding on. He's going to win this one as they come for the line. It's Admiral Irvin, Denise Silster, then Regal Down, Skipton Spring 4th. Time for the mile, 2:05 and 3. And we parade for you now. This is winner of the 6th race. It's number 1, Admiral Irvin. Admiral Irvin is a bay pacing horse, 6 years, by Tarport Irvin. Out of Nancy Call, she by Balmer Dares. owned by the CFNB stable of Fredericton. Trained and driven by Brian Moore, Admiral Irvin picks up his 6th winning trip of 1990 tonight in 2:05 and 3. Horse number 1, Admiral Irvin, with driver Brian Moore. The result of race number 6 is now official. Race 6 official. Admiral Irvin, your race winner. Rosemary's Choice, 6th. Skipton Spring was 4th. Denise Silster, 2nd. Surpriser was 5th. Snake Charmer, 8th. Regal Down, 3rd. Ralsani, 7th. The race times by the quarter in 30 and 2. Past the half in 1:02 and 4. By the 3/4 in 1:33 and 4. Admiral Irvin, your winner, 2:05 and 3.
We're underway with the 7th race, first division of the Francis McIsaac Memorial Stake for 3-year-old pacers. The first $10,525. Behind the gate, another Benghazi with Jill Barrio. Burden of Freedom and Steve Mahar. Diplomat Katie with Russ Burgoyne. Renegade Knight with Danny O'Brien. Supreme Classic and Jody Hennessy. C.L.'s Pastime, Earl Smith, and here they come. They're off in C.L.'s Pastime. Rushing forward, grabs the top. Diplomat Katie gets away a second. Burden of Freedom in on the rail is racing a third, and Katie's rolled off stride. She's on the run. Lays swing around the turn. Facing out on top of the C.L.'s Pastime. He's up by 4 lengths. Burden of Freedom racing a second. A gap of 5. Back to another Benghazi. Then it's Renegade Knight and Diplomat Katie back pacing, moving up on the outside and trailing the field. Supreme Classic, and they were by the quarter into 29 and 3. They're into the top turn. Pacing out on top. It is C.L.'s Pastime. Leading now but 2.5. Burden of Freedom closing the gap. Diplomat Katie recovering from that early break. She's now up to 3rd and driving strong on the outside. Through the stretch they come, racing to the half. C.L.'s Pastime. Burden of Freedom. Diplomat Katie hanging a 3rd. Then another Benghazi. Then it's Renegade Knight. And Supreme Classic trails. They were by the half, 1:01 and 2. Racing into the turn, they drive on to the 5/8 pole. C.L.'s Pastime. Diplomat Katie, game on the outside. She gets to 2nd, lapped on the leader now. Burden of Freedom locked in 3rd on the rail. Up on the outside, Supreme Classic follows cover. He is 4th. Behind him, Renegade Knight. And then another Benghazi. They go to the 3/4 pole. C.L.'s Pastime. He's the leader by that marker. Diplomat Katie racing a 2nd, 1:33 and 2. Top turn. C.L.'s Pastime. The filly Diplomat Katie still game on the outside. Hanging tough 2nd. Still has more to come. They hit the head of the lane. And it is C.L.'s Pastime. Diplomat Katie on the outside comes charging to the top. Burden of Freedom looking for room between horses. It isn't there. He goes to the inside. And Diplomat Katie, it is C.L.'s Pastime. Diplomat Katie, another Benghazi. Then Supreme Classy and a tough break for Diplomat Katie of the line. And then Renegade Knight. And the time for the mile, 2:04 and 3. And parading now the winner of the 7th race, first division of the Francis McIsaac Memorial Stake, number 7, C.L.'s Pastime. Black Colt 3 by Angel's Way, but of Just VLT, and C by Bye Pat. Bred by Collinswood of Bunbury, Prince Edward Island, owned by Gerald Dunifern and Bridge, Prince Edward Island. Trained by Gary McDonald, Earl Smith driving tonight. C.L.'s Pastime, getting his 4th winning trip this season, winning his division of the McIsaac Memorial in 2:04 and 3. And the result of the 7th race, official. Another Benghazi was 3rd. Burden of Freedom 2nd. Diplomat Katie was 5th. Renegade Knight 6th. Mary's 1st was scratched. Supreme Classic was 4th, and C.L.'s Pastime, your race winner. Race times, quarter 29 and 3, the half 1:01 and 2. 3/4 1:33 and 2. The time for the mile, 2:04 and 3. We're all set now for the 8th race with 6 starters behind the gate. Maple Grove Dorian and Winston Campbell, Nikita Hartwood to Steve Mahar. Bonds Boy with Frank Fagan. Sparkles Plenty and Wayne Mahar. Arbuckle with Paul McDonald. Tell the Future with John Davidson. Here they come. They're off and Sparkles Plenty. Wings Fork grabs the top. Maple Grove Dorian on the inside and up on the outside. 3 wide goes Arbuckle. 3 wide. Neck and neck into the turn. Sparkles Plenty and Maple Grove Dorian. They're at it now. Neck and neck. And Maple Grove Dorian has the top and Sparkles Plenty's going for it. And they're still neck and neck. And now Sparkles Plenty takes the top on the outside. Maple Grove Dorian racing with him is a second. Arbuckle moves to the rail, is racing a third. Tell the Future is a fourth. Nikita Hartwood racing fifth, and Bonds Boy, they were by the quarter, 29 3. Around the top turn. Sparkles Plenty and Maple Grove Dorian. Arbuckle is third. Tell the Future racing fourth. Bonds Boy moving fifth, and Nikita Hartwood trails, and they swing through the stretch. On to the half, and the leader is Sparkles Plenty. Here comes Arbuckle, out from third to challenge. Maple Grove Dorian in on the rail. He's racing second. Arbuckle to third. Tell the Future fourth. Nikita Hartwood and Bonds Boy. They were by the half at 101 4. Around the turn for the 5/8 pole. The leader, Sparkles Plenty. Arbuckle challenging. Maple Grove Dorian third on the rail. Tell the Future is a fourth. Nikita Hartwood and Bonds Boy, and they drive on to the 3/4, and Sparkles Plenty is the leader. On the outside, Arbuckle challenging second, but Sparkles Plenty holds that lead of a length. Arbuckle challenging second at the leader's wheel, 1:32 1. 3/4 top turn, Sparkles Plenty. Maple Grove Dorian caught on the inside, looking for room to move. They hit the head of the lane. Sparkles Plenty. Arbuckle and Maple Grove Dorian, they head home. Oh, Sparkles Plenty, Arbuckle, Maple Grove Dorian, they are not going to catch Sparkles Plenty. Sparkles Plenty wins it. Then Arbuckle and Tell the Future. Looks like Bonds Boy tight. Maple Grove Dorian, Nikita Hartwood.
3 3.
Time for the mile, 2:03 3. Parading now the winner of the 8th race. Number 5, Sparkles Plenty, A. Bay gelding, 8 years, but black tie. Out of Goodley Poplar by Lumber Dream. On to the Autumn Road Racing Stable of St. John, trained and driven by Wayne Mahar. Win number 7 this year for Sparkles Plenty, tonight 2, 3 and 3. Race out of the 8th race, official. Maple Grove Dorian was 5th. Nikita Hartwood 6th. Nancy Glory scratched. Bonds Boy 4th. Sparkles Plenty, your race winner. Arbuckle was 2nd. Tell the Future 3rd. Race times quarter, 29 3. The half, 101 4. 3/4, 1:32 1/5. And the mile, 2:03 3.
9th race starters behind the gate, approaching the top of the stretch. This is the Callahan Sports Bar pace. Newport skipper has been scratched. There's Eddie Mann with Steve Downey, Oblin Justin, John Davidson, Governor Brent with Bernie Charlton, C.E. Elmer, Jody Hennessy, Special Service Doug Beckwith, and Charlotte's Blaze with Steve Trites. 6 starters. Here they come. They're off, and as they leave the wire, Special Service goes driving for the top. Hooking wheels, C.E. Elmer and Governor Brent, they've unhooked and are okay. Into that first turn, Special Service on top with Eddie Mann. Now racing second, back 3 lengths to Oblin Justin, who is third. Then it's the Governor Brent 4th, C.E. Elmer 5th, and Charlotte's Blaze trails 6th. Up the backstretch for the opening quarter, it's the Special Service pacing out on top. Eddie Mann is second, Oblin Justin third. They are single file. 1 by 1 they go pacing by the opening quarter. Your leader, Special Service, 30 1/5 seconds by the opening marker. It is Special Service pacing out on top with Eddie Mann racing second, Oblin Justin third. There goes Governor Brent. Off the rail now, he comes challenging from fourth, and C.E. Elmer racing fifth, and Charlotte's Blaze trails. Off the top turn, they come racing down the stretch for the half. Special Service cutting it out. Eddie Man is second, and Governor Brent on the outside. Now comes to second. Eddie Man is racing third. C.E. Elmer moving now fourth as they go by the half. By the half-mile marker in 1:02 and 4. Into the clubhouse turn for the second time. Special Service. Governor Brent now second. Eddie Man on the wood. He is racing third. Oblin Justin fourth. There by the 5/8. C.E. Elmer and Charlotte's Blaze trails. To the 3/4. Special Service, 3 parts of a length. Governor Brent hanging second on the outside. Up tight third, it's Eddie Man, and Oblin Justin is in contention fourth as they go racing. By the 3/4, Special Service on top. By the 3/4, 1:33. Special Service and Governor Brent and Oblin Justin tips out 3 wide. They're 3 wide. Special Service, Oblin Justin. Governor Brent up on the inside. Eddie Man, and they come swinging for home. It's Special Service. Eddie Man is looking for room. Oblin Justin coming on. So is C.E. Elmer. Oblin Justin, C.E. Elmer now, and Eddie Man is there as well. At the line, it's tight. It could be Eddie Man. C.E. Elmer will probably need a photo. Oblin Justin there for third. Time for the mile, 2:05. And we're parading back now. The official winner of tonight's 9th race, the Callahan Sports Bar Pace. It's number 1, Eddie Man. Eddie Man is a bay pacing gelding, 5 years, by Isle of Wight, out of Aunt Kate. She by Night Dream. Owned by Milton Downey of St. John. Trained by Steve Mason. Stephen Downey driving tonight. Eddie Man picking up his first winning trip of 1990 tonight. He takes our Callahan Sports Bar Pace in 2:05. Welcome trackside now to Exhibition Park. Members of Callahan Sports Bar, they're on hand to help present the colored cooler to the winner of the race named in their honor, the Callahan Sports Bar Pace, Race 9 to Eddie Man. The result of the 9th race is now official. Race 9 official. Eddie Man, your race winner. Oblin Justin, 3rd. Governor Brent was 6th. C.E. Elmer, 2nd. Newport Skipper was scratched. Special Service, 4th. Charlotte's Blaze was 5th. The race times by the quarter in 30 and 4. Past the half in 1:02 and 4. By the 3/4 in 1:33. Eddie Man, your winner, 2:05. 10th race starters behind the gate and approaching the top of the stretch. Keystone Links with Doug Falkins. Kilkerran Honor with Ross McDonald. Trenton Hanover A and Doug Beckwith. Golden Fella, John Davidson. Dandy Sealster with Rick Armstrong. Risk Your Money, Brian Moore. Harry the Hat with Steve Mahar. Stone Riggs Fame and Jody Hennessy. Here they come. They're off, and as they leave the wire, Keystone Links goes driving for the top on the outside. Dandy Sealster. In between horses, Trenton Hanover drives for it as well. In the turn, it's Keystone Links, and Dandy Sealster goes to second. Trenton Hanover racing third. By the 8th pole, Kilkerran Honor racing fourth. On the outside, Risk Your Money goes on from 5th. Then it's Harry the Hat. Stone Riggs Fame is the trailer as they go to the 1st quarter. Up front and cutting it out. Keystone Links it out. From 3rd goes Trenton Hanover. He backs off again as they go by the opening quarter. 30 and a 5th. It is Keystone Links and Dandy Sealster, Trenton Hanover. Racing on the outside, 3rd. Kilkerran Honor is 4th. Risk Your Money racing in 5th. And Golden Fella, Harry the Hat, Stone Riggs Fame trails. By the 3/8 pole, Keystone Links has the top, and he takes them to the half. It's Keystone Links and Trenton Hanover on the outside, battling for the top. Dandy Sealster looking good on the inside, racing 3rd. Kilkerran Honor moving with cover 4th. 3 wide, Harry the Hat is 5th. Then it is Golden Fella, Risk Your Money, Stone Riggs Fame. They were by the half and 1:02 flat. Into the turn for the second time. Up front and cutting it out, it's Keystone Lynx under a tight hold. Racing a second, 3 wide. That's Kilkieran Honor as they pass the 5/8 and go to the 3/4. Keystone Lynx. Out from second now comes Dandy Seelster. Kilkieran Honor is 3 wide. Harry the Hat 4 wide. Harry the Hat goes to third. Kilkieran Honor fourth. Golden Fella, Trenton Hanover is spent. Risk Your Money and Stone Riggs Fame. But Keystone Lynx holds her lead by the 3/4. 1:33 and 4. She leads by 2. Dandy Seelster tries valiantly to chase her second. Harry the Hat is racing third. Up for fourth is Golden Fella. Kilkieran Honor fifth. Here they come for home. It's Keystone Lynx. Dandy Seelster chasing him. Harry the Hat coming on from third. Keystone Lynx is holding. Driving down to the line, it's going to be Keystone Lynx in front. Then Dandy Seelster, Harry the Hat, and Golden Fella fourth. Time for the mile, 2:05. And our parade marshal, Miss Karen McGrath, and her horse, Lord Camelot. Parade back now, the starters. Rather, the winner of the 10th race tonight. It's number 1, Keystone Lynx. Keystone Lynx is a bay-pacing mare. She's 6 years. By Keystone Orr, out of Loki, Hanover. She by Warm Breeze. Owned by Myrtle Falcons of Hampton. Trained and driven by Doug Falcons. Keystone Lynx picking up her 7th winning trip of 1990 tonight in 2:05. Number 1, Keystone Lynx and driver Doug Falcons. The result of the 10th race is now official. Race 10 official. Keystone Lynx, your race winner. Kilkieran Honor was 5th. Trenton Hanover A, 7th. Golden Fella, 4th. Dandy Seelster, 2nd. Risk Your Money, 6th. Harry the Hat was 3rd. Stone Riggs Fame, 8th. The race times by the quarter in 30 and 1. Past the half in 1:02. By the 3/4, 1:33 and 4. Keystone Lynx, your winner, 2:05. Starters for the 11th race, 2nd division of the McIsaac Memorial. At the head of the stretch, Lamborghini's Pride Scratched. Hello Monster with Danny O'Brien. Candy Mist and Jody Hennessy. Bright Jennifer with Steve Mahar. Island Kaisik, Gilberto. Charlotte's Buddy and Dave Ratchford. Sarah Downs, Steve Mason. Here they come. They're off and leaving the wire. Island Kaisik goes driving for the top. Up on the outside, Charlotte's Buddy. And up on the inside, Candy Mist as they hit that first turn. Island Kaisik has the top. Candy Mist now racing second. Charlotte's Buddy backs off. Gets to the rail and is racing third as they go by the 8th pole. Bright Jennifer is a 4th, and out from third goes Charlotte's Buddy. Up the backstretch for the first quarter, it's Island Kaisik and Charlotte's Buddy on the outside, strong. Racing on for the top as they go by the opening quarter. Island Kaisik and then Charlotte's Buddy, 30 and 2 the opening quarter. Now Charlotte's Buddy takes the top. Island Kaisik second, Candy Mist is third. Bright Jennifer racing fourth. Then Hello Monster and Sarah Down trails. Off the top turn, they come racing down the stretch for the half and showing the way. It's Charlotte's Buddy. Island Kaisik has a pocket. Here comes Bright Jennifer, strong on the outside, and Bright Jennifer bids for and takes the top. Bright Jennifer on top by the half. Charlotte's Buddy and Island Kaisik racing third. They were by the half. 1:01 and 3. Into the clubhouse turn for the second time. It's Bright Jennifer. She's on top by 2 now. Charlotte's Buddy and Island Kaisik is third as they go by the 5/8 and make their way to the 3/4. Bright Jennifer shows the way, leads by 2 1/4. Charlotte's Buddy comes on again and he closes that gap second. Island Kaisik right behind him third. Candy Mist, Sarah Down, and Hello Monster. But your leader, the filly, Bright Jennifer, by the 3/4. Bright Jennifer 1:30 and 4/5. It's Bright Jennifer on top, a length and a half. Charlotte's Buddy and Island Kaisik comes off the rail, challenging from third. Candy Mist is fourth. We have 1/8 of a mile to go. Here they come for home. Bright Jennifer. Here comes Charlotte's Buddy on the outside. Island Kaisik is closing strong. It's Bright Jennifer holding. Charlotte's Buddy coming on. Neck and neck to the line. Looks like maybe Bright Jennifer, Charlotte's Buddy, Island Kaisik, Candy Mist, Sarah Down, and Hello Monster. The time for the mile, 2:01. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome trackside tonight members of the McIsaac family as they parade back the winner of this division of the Francis McIsaac Memorial for 3-year-olds, the 3-year-old filly, number 3, Bright Jennifer.
6-4-1.
Bright Jennifer is a 3-year-old bay pacing filly by Willow Bird out of Seabright, she by Tarport Irvin. Bred and owned by Don Greenlaw's Jenny Lake Stable of St. John, trained and driven by Steve Mahar. Bright Jennifer picks up her 7th winning trip of 1990, and she equals her lifetime best tonight in 2:01. Once again, folks, welcoming members of the McIsaac family trackside as they help present the colored cooler, along with Mr. Milton Downey, president of the St. John Exhibition Association, to the winner of this division of the Francis McIsaac Memorial for 3-year-olds, number 3, Bright Jennifer, and Steve Mahar. The result of the 11th race is now official. Race 11 official. Hello Monster, 6th. Candy Mist was 4th. Bright Jennifer, your race winner. Lamborghini's Pride was scratched. Island Kaisak, 3rd. Charlotte's Buddy, 2nd. Sarah Down was 5th. The race times by the quarter in 30 and 2. Past the half in 1:01 and 3. By the 3/4 in 1:30 and 4. Bright Jennifer, your winner in 2:01.
Well, we draw to a close another program of harness racing from Exhibition Park. Thanks for watching, folks. We hope you enjoyed our program. 11 dashers tonight. A beautiful evening for racing. We'll start off by saying that. Some great horse races. Of course, the fastest mile on the card. You just watched it. The filly, Bright Jennifer, beating the colt Charlotte's Buddy to win the 2nd division of the Francis McIsaac Memorial for 3-year-olds. A good trip. 2:01 flat. Of course, the 1st division back to $500. This in the afternoon program. Much, much more in the evening. We hope you enjoy the action. It's sunny, beautiful, warm, a great day for racing, about 26 Celsius. We'll start our action off right now. This is race 4.
Starters for race number 4, the Atlantic Sire Stakes, 2-year-old pacing fillies, A division, behind the gate and at the head of the stretch. There's Rain Lady with Jimmy Davis, Tomboy Knight and Dale Sobey, Floppy Disc with Steve Mahar, Bravor, Elton Miller, just pacing by with Gary McDonald, and from the outside, an Ashton winner with Danny Romo. Here they come. Rain Lady is on the run. They're off and leaving the wire. Floppy Disc goes driving for the top. Up on the inside, Tomboy Knight. Den Ashton winner working up on the outside, 3rd. Into the turn, Den Ashton winner goes bidding for the top. Den Ashton winner and Floppy Disc has it on the inside. Tomboy Knight is 3rd. Then just pacing by, Bravor, and after making a break, Rain Lady catches the field. Neck and neck for the lead to the opening quarter now. On the outside, Den Ashton winner grabs the top. Floppy Disc will have the garden spot. Racing in 2nd, Tomboy Knight is 3rd. Just pacing by in 4th as they go pacing by the opening quarter, 31 seconds. Driving on into the far turn, Den Ashton winner and Floppy Disc sitting pretty. Looking good to 2nd, Tomboy Knight 3rd. Just pacing by is 4th, Bravor racing 5th, and Rain Lady has got the field but still trails 6th. Off the 3/8 pole, they come off the top turn and come driving for the half-mile marker. It's Den Ashton winner with Floppy Disc 2nd, Tomboy Knight is racing 3rd. Just pacing by in 4th, Bravor uptight 5th, and Rain Lady. They are single file, 1 by 1 by the half. Den Ashton winner shows the way, leads a length and a half by that marker, 1:03 and 4. Into the clubhouse turn for the 2nd time. Den Ashton winner opens up a lead of 2 lengths now. Floppy Disc will stay with her 2nd, and Tomboy Knight off the rail now, challenging from 3rd, and they're by the 5/8 and drive to the 3/4. The fillies are driving on. It's Den Ashton winner and Tomboy Knight on the outside. Comes to 2nd. Floppy Disc is racing 3rd. On the outside, just pacing by is pacing 4th. Bravor in 5th. Rain Lady trails. Den Ashton winner, Tomboy Knight on the outside. By the 3/4, 1:34 and 4. It's Den Ashton winner. Well in hand, leading a length. Tomboy Knight, Floppy Disc works up on the inside. Just pacing by, tips out 3 wide, driving on. Bravor and Rain Lady trails off the top turn. Here they come for home. It is Den Ashton winner. Floppy Disc looks for room. Tomboy Knight coming on. Den Ashton winner is holding. Tomboy Knight and Floppy Disc is going to be Den Ashton winner. Here they are. At the line, Den Ashton winner. Tomboy Knight, Floppy Disc 3rd. Time for the mile, 2:05. And parading back now, the unofficial winner of today's fourth race, the second A division of the Atlantic Sire Stakes for 2-year-old pacing fillies, horse number 6, Denashton Winner. Denashton Winner is a bay pacing filly, 2 years, by Winner's Accolade, out of Miss Tix, she by Baron Hanover. Bred by Don Smith of Pownell, Prince Edward Island, owned by Bill Martell of Truro, trained and driven by Danny Romo. Denashton Winner picks up her 5th lifetime win from 8 career starts. This afternoon, she wins the A division of the Atlantic Sire Stakes for 2-year-old pacing fillies in 2:05. Number 6, Denashton Winner, and Danny Romo. The result of the fourth race is now official. Race 4 official. Rain Lady was 5th. Tomboy Knight 2nd. Floppy Disc was 3rd. Bravor 6th. Just Pacing By 4th. Denashton Winner, your race winner. The race times by the quarter in 31. Past the half in 103 and 4. By the 3/4 in 134 and 4. Denashton Winner, your winner. 2:05.
All set for the 8th race. Atlantic Sire Stakes 2-year-old pacing colts. Purse $7,575. Field of 7 behind the gate. Philip down with Steve Mason. Be Consistent with Brian McPhee. Clonmel Tyson, Danny Romo. Castle Bay Dugan and Steve Mahar. Kildare Justin, Ronnie Gass. Grampy's Winner with Earl Smith. And the Yodeler with Morris Roy. Here they come. Be Consistent off stride, back pacing trails. They're off and going to the top. It is Clonmel Tyson from the outside. Grampy's Winner charges for the top, has it on the outside. Head of the turn, Grampy's Winner, the leader. Clonmel Tyson racing is 2nd. They go by the 8th pole, and they're neck and neck for the top. On the outside, Grampy's Winner on the inside, Clonmel Tyson now. Grampy's Winner racing 2nd, Castle Bay Dugan his 3rd, the Yodeler is 4th, Philip Down is 5th, then Be Consistent, the quarter in 29 and 3, Kildare Justin trails after making a break. They swing around the top turn and pacing out on top, Clonmel Tyson taking a breather. Grampy's Winner racing is 2nd, then Castle Bay Dugan has 3rd, the Yodeler is 4th, and through the stretch they come. They're racing to the half. Clonmel Tyson, Grampy's Winner 2nd. Castle Bay Dugan up on the outside. Be Consistent has come to 3rd. Is going on. They were by the half. 102. They're into the turn, driving onto the 5/8 pole. Clonmel Tyson, Be Consistent on the outside, rough in the turn. It is Clonmel Tyson but 2. Then Grampy's Winner racing 2nd. Castle Bay Dugan is at 3rd. Rushing up strong on the outside. Going on to 3rd now is Kildare Justin. They go to the 3/4 pole. Clonmel Tyson, Grampy's Winner, Kildare Justin, Castle Bay Dugan, Philip Down, then the Yodeler. And Be Consistent, 3/4, 132 and 2. Around the top turn, Clonmel Tyson. Here comes Grampy's Winner out to challenge from 2nd as they make the turn for home. Clonmel Tyson on the inside. Grampy's Winner charging up on the outside. Grampy's Winner, Clonmel Tyson. Not Grampy's Winner, Clonmel Tyson. Here they are. Grampy's Winner takes it. Clonmel Tyson, Castle Bay Dugan, Philip Down, Kildare Justin, the Yodeler, and Be Consistent. The time for the mile, 2:02 and 3. We sign us up. Possible interference. Number 7, the Yodeler. Number 5, Kildare Justin, as the field raced to the quarter pole. Possible interference, 7 on 5. Fourth, Be Consistent 7th, Clonmel Tyson 2nd, Kildare Justin was 5th, Grampy's Winner, your race winner, and the Yodeler was 6th. And the race times that were by the quarter in 29 and 3, the half 102, by the 3/4 pole 132 and 2, and the time for the mile All set now for the 10th race, an invitational pace for 3-year-olds. The purse is $2,500, and we have a field of 6 behind the gate. Approaching the top of the stretch, there's Liam M. Down with Boyd McDonald, Greeny D. Eric, and Russ Burgoyne. Head over with Danny O'Brien. Vital Statistics and Earl Smith. Sugar Valley Bud with Toby McDonald, Black Limousine and Blois McPhail, and here they come. They're off and rushing to the top. It is Vital Statistics, Liam M. Down. Racing forward on the inside, they're neck and neck into the turn. Liam M. Down on the inside, Vital Statistics. Up on the outside, then Greeny D. Eric racing third. Black Limousine is off stride. They drive on up the backstretch, driving to the quarter pole. Liam M. Down, pacing on top, and Vital Statistics settles for cover behind the leader. Then Greeny D. Eric has a third. Hit over is a fourth. Sugar Valley in 29 and 2. They're into the top turn. Liam M. Down leads a length and a quarter. Then Vital Statistics racing second, sitting pretty on the rail. Then Greeny D. Eric making a move from third. Hit over is fourth. Sugar Valley Bud, and out of contention, Black Limousine. They come to the half, and it is Liam M. Down. Here comes Vital Statistics back in again. Greeny D. Eric and head over, moving up on the inside, and Sugar Valley Bud trails the field. They were by the half, 101. Out of the turn now, they drive to the 5/8. Liam M. Down has the lead. Vital Statistic up and at him on the outside second. Headovers on the inside third. No room there. Greeny D. Eric follows cover. He is fourth. Sugar Valley Bud racing fifth. They drive to the three-quarter pole. Liam M. Down and Vital Statistics. They are neck and neck at nose to nose as they go racing out by the three-quarter pole. 1:30 and 4/5 top turn. Liam M. Down. Vital Statistics is second. Head over racing third. No room for him. Greeny D. Eric tipping out 3 wide. Coming on. Then Sugar Valley Bud at the head of the lane. Liam M. Down. Here comes Head Over out to challenge, and he has room, and he comes prancing to the top. It is now Head Over, Liam M. Down, and here they are. Head Over wins it. Liam M. Down, Sugar Valley Bud, then Greeny D. Eric, Vital Statistics, and still to come, Black Limousine. The time for the mile, 2:01 and 1. And parading now the winner of the 10th race, number 3, Head Over, Bay Pacing Colt, by Cam Fella, out of Hetty, Hanover, by Albatross, owned by the Gemini Hill Stable of St. John, trained by Don Galbraith. Danny O'Brien driving. The colt gets his 10th winning trip this season from his 13th start. Head Over takes a new win race record of 2:01 and 1. And the result of the 10th race official. Liam M. Down was second. Greeny D. Eric fourth. Head Over, your race winner. Vital Statistics was fifth. Sugar Valley Bud was third. Black Limousine was sixth. Race times, the quarter 29 and 2, the half 1:01. Three quarters 1:30 and 4/5. Time for the mile 2:01 and 1. Year-old A Pacing cost the first $7,575. Field of 6. Gordon Chumway scratched. Behind the gate, Kalmar, Fred, and Dave Pinkney. Alice Road, Russ Burgoyne. T-Bear Fern with Earl Smith. Paris Hustler and Toby McDonald. Vic Sample with Stephen Trites. Happy Finesse with Robert Laffin. Here they come. They're off, and Vic Sample wings forward, grabs the top and in on the rail. Kalmar Fred is racing his second, driving up strong on the outside. Happy Finesse goes to second. Kalmar Fred now racing a third. Alice Road has fourth. That is T-Bear Fern racing a fifth. And the trailer is Paris Hustler. They race on up the backstretch on to the quarter. And Vic Sample pacing on top leads a length and a half. Then Happy Finesse racing is second. Kalmar Fred has third. They were by the quarter 30 and 2/5. Out of the top turn, Vic Sample, the leader, a length and a half. Then Happy Finesse is second. Kalmar Fred racing third, and out from second a challenge. Here comes Happy Finesse, and they're by the 3/8 pole. Through the stretch now they come driving to the half. Big Sample up on the outside. Happy Finesse racing second. Kalmar Fred has a third. Alice Rhodes racing fourth. T-Bear Fern and the trailer Paris Hustler as they race out by the half and 101 and 1. They're into the turn. Driving on to the 5/8 pole. Big Sample pacing on top. Now shows in top but 2, and that is Kalmar Fred up on the outside challenging a second. Big Sample, Kalmar Fred, Happy Finesse now third. Alice Road making a move from fourth, and Happy Finesse is on the run. T-Bear Fern goes on up on the outside and goes to fourth. They go by the 3/4. It is still Big Sample. He was the leader by that marker. 31 and 2. Big Sample takes him into the top turn. Kalmar Fred at the leader's wheel, challenging a second. Alice Road right with the leaders. He's a strong third now. At the head of the lane, they make the turn for home. It is Big Sample. Kalmar Fred challenging second. Alice Road is third. It is Big Sample, and Alice Road comes up strong on the far outside, but it's going to be Big Sample. He wins it. Alice Road gets second, then Kalmar Fred, then T-Bear Fern, Happy Finesse, and Paris Hustler. The time for the mile, 2:02 and 3. And for rating now, the winner of the 12th race, number 6, Big Sample, brown coat by Sample Fella, out of Avalon Bunny by B.G.'s Bunny, all before he could out of Nakawick and Paul Trides of Fredericton, trained and driven by Stephen Trides. The colt gets his second lifetime win. He steps to a new win race bracket of 2:02 and 3. Result of the 12th race official, Kalmar Fred was third. Ellis Road was second. T-Bear Fern fourth. Paris Hustler was sixth. Gordon Chumway scratched. Big Sample, your race winner, and Happy Finesse was fifth. Race times, they were by the quarter 30 and 2/5. The half 101 and 1. 3/4 131 and 2. And the mile 2:2 and 3. Card should breed 3.
It is Provincial Cup night, September 1st, 1990, the first of 12 races behind the gate at the top of the stretch. Hillview Star with Steve Mahar, Cher Bear and Charlie Ross, I'm 1-2 with Gilles Berriot, Radiant Skipper Danny O'Brien, Justin Ontario, Boyd McDonald, and Certified with Lonnie Stokes. Here they come. They're off and leaving the wire. I'm 1-2 and Hillview Star goes driving for the top up on the inside. Justin Ontario on the outside now dips into third. Into the first turn. I'm 1-2 goes bidding for the top, and Hillview Star is second. Justin Ontario racing third. They're neck and neck. Up the backstretch for the opening quarter, and Hillview Star takes the top. I'm 1-2 is second. Justin Ontario third. Then Radiant Skipper, Cher Bear, Certified trails. To the first quarter. It's Hillview Star on top, a length with I'm 1-2 second. Justin Ontario racing third, 29 and 1 the opening quarter. Into the far turn, they head towards the 3/8 pole. Hillview Star with I'm 1-2 second. Justin Ontario racing third. Here comes Radiant Skipper out from fourth, and Certified moving as well fifth. Cher Bear trails along the rail. Off the top turn, they come racing for the half. It's Hillview Star. Here comes Justin Ontario out from third. Justin Ontario comes to second. I'm 1-2 is racing third. Radiant Skipper has cover. He is fourth as they go by the half. They were by the half in 101. Into the clubhouse turn for the second time. It's Hillview Star and Justin Ontario on the outside, driving second. I'm 1-2 is third. Radiant Skipper outside and racing fourth, and they're by the 5/8 and drive on to the 3/4. Neck and neck for the lead. On the inside, Hillview Star. On the outside, Justin Ontario. Radiant Skipper, he'll tip out 3 wide, racing on. They go racing to the 3/4. Hillview, Star and Neck, Justin Ontario. They're bunched by the 3/4. 1:30-1 into the far turn. 3/4. 1:31. It's Hillview, Star and Justin Ontario, and Radiant Skipper tips out 3 wide. I'm 1-2 up on the inside. Certified is 4 wide, and Share Bear off the top turn. Here they come for home. Hillview, Star and Justin Ontario on the outside. Radiant Skipper, I'm 1-2, looks for room. They're bunching up. Justin Ontario now. Radiant Skipper comes to the top. Certified is there at the line. Looks like Radiant Skipper, Certified, Justin Ontario, and I'm 1-2. Time for the mile, 2:02. And we parade back now, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of tonight's first race on Provincial Cup night. It is number 4, Radiant Skipper. Radiant Skipper is a brown gelding 4 years by Radiant Ruler. Out of Good Time Skipper, she by Meadow Skipper. Owned by the Gemini Hills Stable of St. John. Trained by Don Galbraith. Danny O'Brien driving. Radiant Skipper picks up his 6th winning trip of 1990 tonight in 2:02. And now, Mr. Milton Downey, president of the St. John Exhibition Association, accompanied by Mrs. Dawn Mason, manager of the St. John branch of Major Video on Rossay Avenue, to drape the colored cooler on the winner of the Major Video Hits Pace, number 4, Radiant Skipper and Danny O'Brien. Starters, the first race now official. Race number 1 official. Hillview Star was 4th. Share Bear 6th. I'm 1-2 was 5th. Radiant Skipper, your race winner. Justin Ontario 3rd. Certified was 2nd. The race times by the quarter in 29-1. Past the half in 1:01. By the 3/4 in 1:31. Radiant Skipper, your winner in 2:02. Now the starters for race number 5 are behind the gate, approaching the top of the stretch. This is the Atlantic Sire Stakes for 2-year-old pacing colts of B Division. Number 4, Sherdon Fella, has been scratched. On the rail, there's Dees Parisian with David O'Brien, Lonesome Tom and Euless Gallant, Dusty Lane Mack and Ronnie Gass, Lehigh Dexter with Earl Smith, Glenora Cavalier, Gilles Berriot, Charlotte's Rebel with Steve Mahar, Paris Star, Gary McDonald, trailing Shalom Tobias with Winston Campbell, and J.L. Cook with Sean Shannon. Here they come. Shalom Tobias is off stride. They're off and leaving the wire. Charlotte's Rebel, that is Lonesome Tom on the run. Racing into the turn, Lehigh Dexter and Charlotte's Rebel battling for the early lead. Lehigh Dexter takes it. Charlotte's Rebel racing 2nd. Dusty Lane Mack is racing 3rd on the outside. Glenora Cavalier 4th. Then it is Dees Parisian, J.L. Cook, Paris Star, and the 2 horses making up ground after making a break is Shalom Tobias and Lonesome Tom. To the first quarter, it is Lehigh Dexter and Charlotte Rebel racing 2nd. They're your first 2 horses by the opening quarter. By the opening quarter, 31 seconds flat. Racing into the far turn on the move is Dees Parisian. Your leader is Lehigh Dexter. Dees Parisian comes to 2nd. Charlotte's Rebel racing 3rd. That's Glenora Cavalier racing with cover 4th. Dusty Lane Mack is 5th. J.L. Cook moving 6th. Off the top turn, they come racing down the stretch for the half, and showing the way is Lehigh Dexter. Dees Parisian on the outside, bidding for the top. Charlotte's Rebel racing 3rd. Glenora Cavalier has cover and is 4th. Then it's Dusty Lane Mack, J.L. Cook, Paris Star, Lonesome Tom, and Shalom Tobias trails. They were by the half, 1:04. Into the clubhouse turn. They're going there for the 2nd time. It's Lehigh Dexter. Dees Parisian on the outside, hanging a 2nd. Charlotte's Rebel racing 3rd. That's Paris Star, moving faster than them all as they go to the 3/4, 3 wide. Lehigh Dexter on the outside. Paris Star now 2nd. Dees Parisian starts to fade. Up on the inside, Charlotte's Rebel. 3 wide, Glenora Cavalier. They're driving to the 3/4. It's still Lehigh Dexter. Paris Star racing 2nd. On the outside, Glenora Cavalier comes to 3rd by the 3/4. 1:36-1. Lehigh Dexter. Paris Star, 3 wide, Glenora Cavalier. Charlotte's Rebel looks for room up on the inside. J.L. Cook, Dusty Lane Mack. They come off the top turn and come driving for home. Lehigh Dexter still on top. Charlotte's Rebel looking for room. Paris Star is there. So is Glenora Cavalier. It is Lehigh Dexter holding Charlotte's Rebel coming down to the line. Lehigh Dexter, Charlotte's Rebel, then Paris Star and Glenora Cavalier. Time for the mile, 2:07 and 3. We parade back now the unofficial winner of tonight's 5th race, a Beat McDonald Atlantic Sire Stakes for 2-year-old pacing colts. It's number 5, Lehigh Dexter. Lehigh Dexter is a brown pacing colt 2 years by Paris Dexter out of Lehigh Rose, she by Lehigh Hanover. Owned and bred by Wilfred Smith of Hunter River, Prince Edward Island, trained and driven by Earl Smith. Lehigh Dexter picks up his 2nd lifetime win tonight, taking the Atlantic Sire Stakes B Colt Division in 2:07 3. On hand, members of the Atlantic Sire Stakes for 2-year-old pacing colts, to present the colored cooler to the winner of the 5th race, number 5, Lehigh Dexter and Earl Smith. The result of the 5th race is now official. Race 5 official. D's Parisian was 9th. Lonesome Tom, 7th. Dusty Lane Mac, 5th. Sheridan Fella was scratched. Lehigh Dexter, your race winner. Glenora Cavalier, 4th. Charlotte's Rebel, 2nd. Paris Star was 3rd. Shalom Tobias, 8th. And J.L. Cook was 6th. The race times by the quarter in 31. Past the half in 104. By the 3/4 in 136 and 1. Lehigh Dexter, your winner, 2:07 3.
And we're underway now for the 8th race. This is the Minister of Agriculture's pace for the Brunswick Sired Pacers. An invitational, the first $2,500. Behind the gate, Constant Fighter and Marcel Barriot. Moosehead with Brian McPhee. Charlotte's Groovy, Danny O'Brien. Hustling Hector, Paul Emile Bernard. Bayside Traveler, Mike Downey. Laurel's Curly, Steve Mahar. Here they come. Clear off, and Charlotte's Groovy wings forward, has the lead from the outside. Laurel's Curly driving on. Constant Fighter moves up on the inside. Hustling Hector in between horses. Moosehead and the trailer is Bayside Traveler. They swing around the turn. They are by the 8th pole. On up the backstretch, racing for the quarter, Charlotte's Groovy. Laurel's Curly up and at him, but Laurel's Curly settles for cover behind the leader. Hustling Hector. He is racing a 3rd. Constant Fighter 4th. Moosehead is a 5th. Bayside Traveler trailing 6th, and they were by the quarter in 29 seconds. They're rid of the top turn, and pacing out on top, Charlotte's Groovy a length and a half. Laurel's Curly racing a 2nd. Hustling Hector is a 3rd. Constant Fighter 4th. Here comes Moosehead, and moving with him, Constant Fighter. They swing through the stretch, and they come driving to the half. Up front, Charlotte's Groovy, Laurel's Curly. Constant Fighter moving between horses. Outside of him, Moosehead. Then Hustling Hector, and the trailer is Bayside Traveler. They were by the half in a minute at 1/5. They're into the turn. Racing now to the 5/8 pole, and the leader is Charlotte's Groovy. Laurel's Curly sitting pretty second on the rail. Up on the outside, it is Constant Fighter 3rd. Moosehead is a 4th. Hustling Hector 5th, and Bayside Traveler. They're on to the 3/4 pole. The leader is still Charlotte's Groovy. Up strong on the outside, Constant Fighter. Laurel's Curly locked in 3rd. Moosehead follows cover. He's 4th. Bayside Traveler outside of him is 5th. And Hustling Hector trails. They were by the 3/4, 1:30 and 4/5 at the 7/8. Charlotte's Groovy takes them home. It is Charlotte's Groovy and Constant Fighter up on the inside. Laurel's Curly on the far outside. Moosehead coming on. Charlotte's Groovy is holding. Laurel's Curly coming through on the inside. It is Charlotte's Groovy, Laurel's Curly, Constant Fighter, Moosehead, Hustling Hector, Bayside Traveler. And the time for the mile, 2:01 and 2. And parading now, the winner of the 8th race, the Minister of Agriculture's pace for the Brunswick Sired Invitational Pacers. The winner, number 3, Charlotte's Groovy, bay horse 4. He's by Hustling Time, out of Miss Janice Skipper, she by Cloud Cover, owned by the Loomcroft Stable of St. John, bred for the Charlotte branch in Sussex, trained by Don Galbraith, with Danny O'Brien driving. Charlotte's Groovy picking up his 8th winning trip this season, and it's his all-time best. He wins tonight 2:01 and 2, and representing the Honorable Alan Graham trackside tonight is MLA Peter Treitz. Congratulations then to Charlotte's Groovy, the Loomcroft Stable, trainer Donnie Galbraith, and driver Danny O'Brien. Charlotte's Groovy winning the Minister of Agriculture pace. The result of the 8th race, official. 8th race official. Constant Fighter was 3rd. Moosehead 4th. Charlotte's Groovy, your race winner. Hustling Hectare was 5th. Bayside Traveler 6th. Candy Mist scratched. Whisper Done Good was scratched. And Laurel's Curly was 2nd. The race times, the quarter 29. The half, 1 minute and 1/5. 3/4, 1:30 and 4/5. And the time for the mile, 2:01 and 2.
Now the starters for the 10th race, the $5,000 Bill Lynch Show's Invitational. They're behind the gate and approaching the top of the stretch. On the rail, Big Gene with Dave Pinkney. Tidy Point with Steve Trites. Kilkerran Fury and Emmons McKay. Kirk's Echo, Alan Jones. Dusty Lane Hawk with Danny Gass. Bob and Earl Smith. On Target Brett, Jody Hennessy, and Wilco's Fantasy with Robert McGinnis. Here they come. They're off, and as they leave the wire, 3 of them battling for the early lead. Up on the inside, Big Gene. Tidy Point racing in between horses, and on the outside, Kilkerran Fury drives on 3rd. Into the first turn, it's Big Gene and Kilkerran Fury. On the outside, 2nd, Tidy Point is racing 3rd. Kirk's Echo is 4th, and Dusty Lane Hawk. Bub, On Target Brett, Wilco's Fantasy trails are neck and neck for the opening quarter, and Big Gene has it on the inside. Kilkerran Fury is on the outside park. Tidy Point racing 3rd by the opening quarter, 28 and 2. It's Big Gene and Kilkerran Fury Park racing 2nd. Tidy Point is 3rd. Back 5 lengths to Kirk's Echo racing 4th. Then it's Dusty Lane Hawk, and Kirk's Echo is on the run, and so is Dusty Lane Hawk. Off the 3/8 pole, they come racing on down the stretch. Wilco's Fantasy is off stride. It's Big Gene showing the way. Tidy Point is 2nd. Kilkerran Fury 3rd. Back about 10 lengths now to Dusty Lane Hawk. Bob on the outside. Then it's On Target Brett, Kirk's Echo, and Wilco's Fantasy by the half and 59 seconds flat. Into the clubhouse turn for the 2nd time. Big Gene shows the way with Tidy Point 2nd. Kilkerran Fury is out again and racing on from 3rd. He's being followed by Bob. They're by the 5/8 and they go to the 3/4. Kilkerran Fury on the outside. Racing 2nd. Big Gene has the top. The Fury on the outside. They're neck and neck, nose to the 3/4. Tidy Point is 3rd. Bob Game 4th on the outside. Neck and neck, nose to nose, the 3/4. 1:30. It's Big Gene and Kilkerran Fury. Tidy Point looks for racing room. He is 3rd. Bob on the outside, 4th. Dusty Lane Hawk, Kirk's Echo, On Target Brett, off the 7/8, and here they come for home. Big Gene and Kilkerran Fury. Tidy Point looks for room. It's Big Gene. He moves out. Big Gene, Kilkerran Fury, and Tidy Point. Big Gene is moving away at the line. Big Gene, Kilkerran Fury, Tidy Point, and Dusty Lane Hawk. Time for the mile, 2 minutes flat. And parading back now, ladies and gentlemen, the unofficial winner of tonight's 10th race, the $5,000 Bill Lynch Show's Invitational, number 1, Big Gene. Big Gene is a bay pacing horse, 5 years, by Big Towner, out of Alaskan Wren, Shibai Albatross. Owned by the Nickway Farms of St. David's, Newfoundland, trained and driven by Dave Pinkney. Big Gene is picking up his 4th winning trip of 1990 tonight. He takes her $5,000 Invitational in 2 minutes flat. And the result of the 10th race is now official. Race 10 official, Big Gene, your race winner. Tidy Point was 3rd. Kilkerran Fury, 2nd. Kirk's Echo was 6th. Dusty Lane Hawk, 4th. Bub, 5th. On Target Brett was 7th. Wilco's Fantasy, 8th. Race times by the quarter in 28 and 2. Past the half in 59. By the 3/4 in 1:30. Big Gene, your winner, in 2 minutes flat.
The man that made him famous, Mike Doyle, in his familiar green and white silks, and riding alongside New Brunswick Premier Frank McKenna. here comes Power Baron with Mike Doyle and Frank McKenna. Carrying the Canadian flag, Blair Wanamaker on Blondie. Carrying the flag of the United States of America is Tony Mason with Misty. And carrying the New Brunswick flag, Patty Morris with Patch. Hamilton the fourth, singing "Take Me Back to Old New Brunswick."
Well, I've traveled way out west to Vancouver, and them flowers there were beautiful to see. Alberta has rocky mountains and crystal flowing fountains, but the beauty of NB keeps calling me. Take me back to old New Brunswick, take me back to old New Brunswick. All of my old friends are calling me. I've traveled everywhere, but there's no place can compare to the beauty you will find in old NB. There's a hunting in the autumn, there's fishing in the spring. Them lumberjacks are cutting down trees. Well, I'm getting kind of homesick. Take me back to old New Brunswick, 'cause I got a true love waiting there for me. I've been across the prairies of Saskatchewan, and I lived in Manitoba, I recall. The Great Lakes of Ontario are beautiful, I'll tell you so, but my home in old NB sure beats them all. There's lots of pretty girls in Quebec City. There's Nova Scotia's apple blossom tree. Newfoundland across the way in PEI. I thought I'd stay, but the childhood love for home is calling me. Take me back to old New Brunswick, take me back to old New Brunswick. All of my old friends are calling me. Yeah, and I've traveled everywhere, but there's no place can compare to the beauty you will find in old NB.
pleasure to introduce for your sporting enjoyment the starters in Provincial Cup XIII. Our first entry comes from the neighboring state of Maine. He's a 7-year-old pacer with a win race record of 156. In mid-August, he was a winner at 156 and 4 at his home track Scarborough Downs, and on the 18th of this month was second in the 157 track record mile at Skowhegan. For Patricia, at Lowell Pease of Scarborough, Maine, Jody Hennessy shows you now number 1, Brett's Caliber. Now, let's welcome back an EPR regular from 10 years ago, and he brings a top-class horse from Flamborough Downs. A winner there this year in 57 and 4, chartered in 156 at his last start, and a winner this year of almost $40,000. Owned by Marie and Tom Huser of Oshawa, country singer Carol Baker and Rajan Volio of Guelph. Welcome Cape Breton's Callie Rankin with line 1. Next comes a former Canadian champion on a half-mile track, sporting a record of 152 and 2 at Lexington, a winner this year in 154 and 1 at Montreal, and showing a half-mile track chart in 155 and 3. Just 3 starts back, he's won $738,000. Charlottetown native Mike McDonald with number 3, Bomb Rickles. Our next entry was a winner here 2 years ago as a 2-year-old. The next year he went to Montreal, took a record of 154 and 3, won $65,000. This year he's earned $48,000, has won in 56 and 2 at Montreal, won the Governor's Plate at Somerset, the Exhibition Cup at Truro in 157, won Gold Cup Trial in Charlottetown in 58 and 1. For Art Craig of Croppo, Charlottetown's leading driver Paul McDonald shows you number 4, Shirley Sham. Until a week ago, this horse was our season champion at 159 and 4, and earlier this year he took his record of 54 and 4 at the Meadowlands. The winner of more than $31,000 this year, the winner of our Alexander Memorial last Saturday. For Albert Goodines, Auto Spring Farm, Brian Miles of Fredericton, Andrea Dolan of Riverview, EPR's leading driver Steve Mahar with number 5, King Tyler. Next we go to the St. John Hope, the only St. John horse in our field, a winner in 157 and 2 last year at Moncton, a winner in 57 and 4 in Gold Cup Trial 2 at Charlottetown, his best to date on a half-mile track. He's owned by Fairoff Investments of St. John. Give a cheer, if you will, for Jill Berrio and On Broadway. Now, another horse from our provincial capital. 19 times, first, second, or third in 22 starts this year. A winner at 156 and 4 earlier this year over the 5/8 mile track at New Brunswick Downs. 2 weeks ago, he thrilled them all at Charlottetown, winning their prestigious Gold Cup and Saucer, winning that in 158. For Joan at Ashley Sloat of Fredericton, here's Mike Downey with number 7, Tiger Blaze. And rounding out our select field tonight, a Moncton-owned pacer, sporting a record of 155 and 2. His best performance, though, this year was his second-place finish in the Monctonian, the mile that went in 54 and 3. For John McLean, here's a former EPR driving champion, Marcel Barrio, back home to parade number 8. Mark, be quick. And there, ladies and gentlemen, the starters for Provincial Cup XIII. You have 9 minutes for wagering. 9 minutes for wagering. And we're all set now for the Provincial Cup XIII. The purse $25,000. Brett's Caliber with Jody Hennessy. Line 1, Callie Rankin. Bob Rickles, Mike McDonald, Charlie Sham, Paul McDonald. King Tyler and Steve Mahar. On Broadway with Jill Berrio. Tiger Bird, Mike Downey, Mark Be Quick with Marcel Barrio. Here they come. Clear off Brett's Caliber, pacing on top, and Bomb Rickles charging up on the outside. Line 1 drives to third, in on the rail. Shirley Sham racing fourth. King Tyler gets away fifth. Tiger Bird on Broadway. They go around the turn. Pacing on top of it is Brett's Caliber and Bomb Rickles. Off on the outside, challenging second. Bomb Rickles goes forward, he takes the lead. Brett's Caliber racing a second. Then line 1 is third. On Broadway Park goes to fourth. Shirley Sham fifth. Tiger Bird outside. King Tyler on Broadway trail. They were by the quarter in 28 and 3. And around the top turn, pacing with the lead, it is a Bomb Rickles. Bomb Rickles and line 1, and that's Mark Be Quick. Park third on the outside. Line 1 is fourth. Heading through the stretch, coming to the half. Bomb Rickles, Brett's Caliber, Mark Be Quick. Line 1 on the outside, following cover. Tiger Bird on Broadway follows cover. On the rail, Shirley Sham, King Tyler trails. Bomb Rickles, the leader by the half. 59 and 3, they're into the turn. Racing now for the 5/8 pole. Bomb Rickles well in hand. He's leading a length and a half. Bomb Rickles, and then racing second, Brett's Caliber. On the outside, Mark Be Quick. Racing at third, he's parked. Then on the rail, line 1, fourth, no room for him on Broadway. 3 wide, drives on. On Broadway goes to fifth, is going on. It is Bomb Rickles, the leader, as they go by the 3/4 pole. 28-4, and Bomb Rickles is treading it on. Bomb Rickles opening up now, a lead at 4 lengths. Bomb Rickles, Brett's Caliber racing is second. Strong on the outside, line 1, they head for home, and it's Bomb Rickles. Here comes line 1, challenging up strong second. Bomb Rickles, line 1 is coming on, but it's going to be Bomb Rickles. He wins it. Line 1 gets second. Then Shirley Sham is third. On Broadway, then Brett's Caliber, King Tyler, Tiger Bird, and Mark Be Quick. And the time for the mile, 58 and 1. After heading back now, the winner of Provincial Cup XIII, number 3, Bomb Rickles, a bay horse, 6 years by No Nukes. Out of Inside Joke, she by Albatross, owned by the estate of George Henderson of Campbellville, Ontario, trained and driven by Mike McDonald. Bomb Rickles getting his 12th winning trip this year, winning Provincial Cup XIII in 1:58 and 1. Congratulations to trainer driver Mike McDonald and groom Joey Shea. 1:58 and 1. Now the result of the 12th race official now. Brett's Caliber was 5th. Line 1 second. Bomb Rickles, your race winner. Shirley Sham was 3rd. King Tyler 6th. On Broadway 4th. Tiger Bird 7th, and Mark B. Quick was 8th. Race times, a quarter 28 and 3. The half 59 and 3. 3/4 1:28 and 4, and the mile at 58 and 1. Well, folks, quite a horse race. Hope you did enjoy it. Bomb Rickles and Mike McDonald winning 1:58 and 1. That incidentally equals our season's mark set by that sensational filly a week ago, J.K. Beauty, winning in 58 and 1. Bomb Rickles over line 1 and Shirley Sham, and was quite a horse race. We've seen some wicked racing this past week. Miles in 2 minutes and better than 2 minutes and 2-1, 2-2, all kinds of them. I tell you, we've never seen such a show of speed as we have seen here at the A&E this past week. Again, do hope that you've enjoyed the show. And we'll be back. We're dark now until the 19th of September. That means the 20th of September. You'll catch us back